story.
This is the only time we can force you to make a campaign.
You know that if we do that, after all of this, he would just make it punishingly hard.
Yeah, it'll be worse than the day.
We would get cucked.
How hard do you want it to be?
Not at all. I like this Lich campaign. It's a breath of fresh air.
That Lich campaign, and that's the first thing I said. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say yes more often. I'm going to go ahead and be like, all right, you guys want this? What do you guys really want to play? What do you guys really want to do? So where I'm going to base the Lich campaign is on the other side of the Magic campaign. So eventually the goal is you guys got to do the quests over here in the Magic campaign, go over the mountain range, and eventually have to tinker with that Lich. And then you'll really get to use all the traps, everything you have set up.
Dude, we're going to slay him. I think me and Sea-Dog's characters are going to get way more ridiculous in the Magic.
Yeah. But there'll be more of the Magic guys, but I think you're 100% correct.
Yeah, we're Gestalt in that one.
You're right.
And let's be honest, you ain't running that Magic again. Me and Sea-Dog are like chewing up that Lich right now.
That Lich is pretty good, man. That's fun.
I mean, right now it sounds like the goal is for me to make a Dracolich, us to make him a Floor Guardian, and then Sea-Dog to infuse him with Hellfire.
And then make a Hellfire Golem. That's another Floor Guardian. God damn, cuts. Yeah, you've turned that into Overlord.
That was not the design, but yeah, that basically did go into Overlord.
I mean, I'm not complaining. It's still pretty good.
It is pretty good. But, alright. I think we're running this. I think I'm ready.
Hell yeah.
I'll try to improv.
I got faith in your abilities. We're going to find out.
See how good this campaign's going to go.
Not 30.
15. Mediocre.
What's
my luck stat? 28. So I'll add a plus 7 to that. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
But really, though, 3. Alright.
Really well.
So, I did some pre-research.
Good. Well, I love that pre-research. That pre-search. Just like them Pete feats. What?
Okay. Got it. Okay. Are we ready?
Born ready. We're already started, sir.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, everybody at home.
That first time you said when you were ready, that's when I was like, oh, he's ready.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I believe you guys are in the airship south of the green. The one thing, how are we running it? Are we running it, everybody's just asleep below? You just took the ship?
I'll just have it where they're doing their own thing on the ship, and then we're going to get off probably here soon and do our own thing. Find these plants. What do you want to do, man?
I think that sounds good.
Yeah, maybe.
I think what it is,
or something.
There's dire weasels on the ship, and apparently they have a blood bite, according to the monster manual. So if they bite, they heal from it. We'll just say once a month, someone's got to volunteer to be the blood bag for the weasels so they can eat. And they're just, it takes them out. Like, there's like, they just gave like 4 liters of blood. They're like, ugh.
They got to go rest up for a while.
Yeah, they got to rest up. Cause they just
Or do they just take us to the green just as helping us out for one trip and then they fuck off?
For now.
Nick's like, I don't want to lose that ship.
I don't want to lose that ship. I mean,
Because they could drop us off, go on some side thing for themselves, and come back.
they're dropping us off to find the poisonous plants, the green, and then we also got to find some dragons, and then they're gonna go take the pictures.
Nick's like, that sounds good. That way I can run it when John's not here.
All the plans are coming together.
Mm-hmm. All right, that works for me. That works great. So you guys have been dropped off.
Excellent.
Actually, that's what we could do.
Smells foul. Hopefully, we have some survival.
That's what we'll do.
I got
I like that
knowledge.
better. I'm the DM. I say so. So,
It's about time.
you guys are in your ship, upgraded, glorious. You've got gnomish cannons that stick way out in the side and help you get angles. You've got a big dwarven rotating cannon in the front.
That flak shooter in back.
Gilbert and
Cricket.
Grocket. I don't know if it's Grocket. I think Gilbert's the gnome. I think the Grady or it might be Grocket.
Guess what?
I think it's Gilbert Grocket. I think is the guy's name, and I think the dwarf is.
It's on my other character sheet. Goliath. I don't have it. I don't have it in this one.
That's gonna drive me crazy.
Hey, here, look at it. You got it written down. Is there a note of notes?
I probably fucking don't. I think it's fucking. It's not Gorham.
It's something G.
It is, they were both G, and I was like, it's gonna get confusing. I think it's Gilbert Grocket is the gnome, and then the other one's name is like Grant or. We don't have to. I don't want to waste too much.
It's Grant and Gilbert.
Grant and
Grant.
Gilbert. You heard it here, folks.
All right. We can always go back if that's not the case.
Grippa.
Gripper.
Grippa. Oh yeah, Grippa. He has knowledge engineering plus 10 and profession engineer plus 11. So good.
So,
Yeah.
you guys are heading north, up towards the green as you pass over, and I think you actually did last session, a large hill structure where it looks like something's buried in the sand. You start getting closer to the green, you see just this huge patch of green. Trees of all sorts of sizes poke out. Some stick high above the canopy. Almost impossibly tall. Almost as if the land itself is trying to reach itself up towards the sky. Suddenly, hairs prick on the back of your neck. Roll listener spot check.
I'll get one if you get the other.
Listen.
Do it. I'll take that spot. They're both the same for
20. Unnatural 20.
me. Ooh. 11.
And
That
you
was
did a
good.
listen.
Listen here.
You hear almost impossibly soft at first, but you can hear it. Just slight, what sounds like thungs. As something goes boom, 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 boom. Down
Just
below from the green. And then you hear whistling. As it looks like literal, almost the size of tree trunks, is just hurl. We'll add a little bit of variety to it just to see how bad the cuckins is. As 3 of them go by you, but 2 large tree trunks. One slams into the back, splintering as wood and chips fragment up over the side. Another one just scrapes the front, right where we had just refortified, thank God.
Thank God.
One on the back hits so hard the ship begins spinning. Balance checks, everybody.
Oh no.
Excellent.
13.
4.
4. Give
Pretty
me a
good.
look.
I'll take that.
And just don't,
That one.
yeah, whichever one you want. And just
I'll
don't
get some
embarrass
right
yourself.
now. I will.
Thank God.
What'd I get?
13, whatever your mod is.
Plus 1. 14.
14. So you were actually below deck. I don't think you do usually are up above for what you're doing on the ship. Because everybody else is like the captain and everything. So you're thrown with inside the cabin. We'll say just from the jolt, maybe being knocked over, you take a nice flat
30.
1 damage.
Wow.
And the ship a very strange and rare occurrence, but actually you have not seen it before because your character died.
You're right.
As the ship slowly just plummets down. Looks like the damage was bad enough to make it not airworthy, but not bad enough to completely do any total crippling damage. And we'll say
Fixed in 6 weeks.
fucking Spirit Shaman is able to harness it and get the ship as close to the green as possible. And as you're looking and spinning, you see more tree trunks just being.
Thank God we're spinning. That's probably what they're missing.
That's really it. Just being thrown. You realize the legends will be true. No shipping ever goes close to the green.
We've learned our lesson now. Next time we gotta walk in with fury.
As you slowly go down to the ground, and actually you touch pretty gently with that nat 20 your pilot roll.
Thank God.
Grippa gets out. All circumstantial stuff. Superficial, really. It was enough to knock us. I should be able to, I don't know, less than a week, get some stuff welded back together. Really what it is it's just, as you see big pieces of the armor and scrap going off, completely mess with the aerodynamics. So the engine's pushing you guys forward, but it's just pulling so hard one way, you're just spinning the whole way down.
No, less than a week. I suppose it'll give us some time to search for some of these poisonous goddamn plants that we need. I'm pretty sure for this job. Was that right? Was that job? I'm pretty sure that was job.
I'm pretty sure you need some poisonous plants.
So we need 5 of them, if I remember correctly. So, yes, just a week. Will you guys be okay there? Me and my friend here.
Someone's going to have to stay with me and take the ship. As you're pretty dang close to the forest, I'm not sure what beasts lurk. Best luck to you, gentlemen. Granted, I don't know too much about it, but the stories regarding the green are legendary. Hopefully you don't lose your way.
Right, faith in our abilities. Yeah. Talos will guide us. But yes, I think the captain should stay with you, and then probably Little Hawk as well.
That makes sense.
So less than a week?
I believe so. If I start getting into it and say something's missing or it gets a little harder, it could be a little bit more. But right now I'm thinking about 3 to 4 days, maybe the max being a full week.
That should give us enough time, at least for a little bit of searching. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yes?
Never know. It might be a quick job. Maybe they're easy to find. Maybe they're hard to find.
In and out. 15 minutes, tops. Excellent.
Quick adventure. So, you step off the ship and onto the ground again.
I change into my garbage clothes and leave my clean, fine clothes upon the ship.
That's a good idea. That's very important.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So good.
So, on the ground again. A familiar, but depending on how you see it, maybe an unsavory feeling. Not like the sky. As you trudge forward to the forest, it seems like you were right there. It should, maybe just a few 100 feet and you should reach it, but the trees are just so large, it played tricks with you. It honestly takes about a full 20 minutes of walking just to get and reach the edge of the forest as small shrubs and trees start to form in the barrier between the barrens, I think? The caverns and the green.
Do we see anything lurking?
I want to roll.
Fact check?
No, it's nature.
Oh.
Then identify the shit out of these plants.
Oh.
Do it. 24.
24. So all these, for most part of the trees are that you're seeing, they are greenwoods. Pretty much native to this area. From what you can gather, storm systems come in from the north here, and then head up against these mountains of the Ragged Lands, and they just dump all their water right here. So it leads to these massive trees. You see some other emperor pines that you identified. Those grow somewhere and sometimes in more coastal areas where they can get a lot of water. But they also grow here. But the greenwoods are this is the only place that they're found that you know of. In addition to that, there's not too much, just because the trees are so tall and the canopy is so thick. There's really not too much on the ground other than just some low light vines, lichens, mosses. Every once in a while you get pricked as you go through, unless you're wearing armor, of course, then you're not really getting things. But thorned plants are kind of common, but not as much underbrush as you'd expect from a typical forest.
Well, I guess I'll be keeping my eye out for poisonous things, and what maybe kinds of areas that they might tend to grow in.
So you are, as described to you, it is a plant with the leaves. The center is almost like red veins running through it as it slowly switches to green and on the outside, and it's a vine really with a purple stalk. And the thorns only face downward on the plant. So as it curves, all the thorns are on the back side. So as it grabs it, it hooks. And those thorns are actually what's poisonous. So they instructed you to take the thorns, which range about from here to 1 inch to 2 inches long, clip the thorns off, and take those, because that's where the highest concentration of poison is on the plant.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank God you know all this.
Do I?
That would have been relayed to you too,
Oh, yeah.
but that's just what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Do I know if there's a specific region of the forest or any other, like, where it likes to grow?
In the center.
You know that it's definitely going to be below the. It's a vine. It's or not a vine, kind of like a pricker bush. It's going to be low and on the ground. Any places that you can find maybe peaks in the canopy where there's just a little light going through, it's probably going to be more likely. Obviously not a completely open area because it can't be full sunlight, but an area where you think maybe a little more than what's typical as you're looking through and it's fairly dark, but not too much. So just this right balance of sunlight is probably where you're going to find it.
Well, so that's what I'm gonna say. Like, we should, as we walk, we should look for little spots where maybe a little bit more sunlight comes through, because that's where it's gonna want. It's gonna want to soak up as much sunlight as it can. So maybe any little openings in the canopy. So
That's a good call. I'll keep my eyes open as I get my heavy shield out and I get my trident out. I'll be ready for any unhappy natives.
That's got 10-foot reach in my campaign.
Good.
Oh my god. So yeah, you guys trudge through the forest here. We can either let's do a luck check. I think that's the most fair. Because even though you know what you're looking for, you almost got to find it.
Did you already do one?
I have not done a luck check,
Do it, sir.
and I have an awesome luck stat.
Thank God.
Do you?
And man, well, shit's gonna happen because it's -4.
You can get a 30.
That's a 5. So 1.
Unnatural 1. Better whip out the natives.
It was that damn microphone.
Rip right into it. So you're trudging through, and it's honestly not too bad, especially from what you'd think for this forest. The underbrush just isn't as thick. But every step you take, you feel like it's just getting dimmer. It's maybe the further you go in, the thicker these trees grow and get together. You've been walking probably about 3 hours now and haven't really found too much.
I think it grows more towards the edge. The further we get in, the less we see. Of course, there could be a grove somewhere hidden.
You can do knowledge nature if you want.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do I have that? I do!
28.
Holy
6.
shit. So with that actually makes a lot more sense. You do feel like if you found a grove deeper in, you'd find just a thick grove to where it would be. You could find as much as you want. You might get everything right there. But if you're looking to be more likely, it might be better to skirt the edges and see if you can find something there. And that might be, oh, here's a pocket, we'll grab a few. Here's another pocket, we'll grab a few as you go along. But it's basically going to be a mix between, hey, if we get real deep in and we find like a nice grove, we'll find everything we need all in one spot. Or if we skirt the edges, we might find one here or there, but it'll be more likely, but definitely could be more time consuming.
Well, what do you think? Are you feeling risky? Or are you feeling safe?
I think the great Lord Talos, Lord of the Nine, I think he has great plans for us. I think we should continue on and take the risk. This is just a test, a trial, to see if we'll continue on.
And it's always... There has to be something great in the middle, right? If we do happen to make it into the center. I mean, everything I know about weird magical forests is that if you don't get confused by, the maze and the, ocarina music, there's something glorious at the center.
So on we go. It's agreed. Am I in front? I'm assuming I'm in front.
Yes.
Yeah. Shield out.
So let's actually, with that, let's go ahead and roll a survival. Just to make sure we know roughly where we are, how far we are from the edge of the forest.
I hope you got that, dog.
Oh, I rolled a 3.
19.
Oh. So you feel like you're keeping a pretty good idea. Every once in a while, Zood will be like, yeah, we'll head back this way. And you kind of...
It's because he's paying so close attention to shit on the ground.
kind of move his arm. It's actually, we went back here. And you're pretty confident, especially when you go through. You just seem to remember a few of the trails that you're going through. There's not much underbrush, but where you do step on it, you can see, oh yeah, I stepped there. Oh, yeah, I stepped over there too. And as he says it, you're like, oh, that makes complete sense. But you continue on, pushing through. Trees are getting even taller now. Let's see how the canopy is.
Listen check! What is my listen? That's 14.
14. Sounds of some birds, bugs buzzing.
How about that spot?
Roll that D30.
Oh, yeah, I'll take that D30. Not the green.
Give me the brick.
Roll together. That is a 19.
19. And you hear shuffling, rustling. Maybe over to the right. Just maybe a little front right.
Wait. I'll point the trident over there.
I look.
Spot check.
Get it, boy. Get that high roll. It's all you, dog.
7! I love it.
Trees, a little bit of shrubs, nothing too much, but you still hear it. You feel like you're looking in the right direction. Did you yell?
No, I tried to just whisper. I tried to stay quiet.
Okay.
I'll wait and see if anything comes out.
Did you do a spot?
Yeah, I only do a spot. Okay. It is a... God damn it. 16.
You wait and don't see anything, but right there, some of the underbrush kind of moves, and right from behind one of the greenwoods, you see a person step out. And, I don't know if you guys are that hidden, but
Probably not.
instantly,
Oh.
whoa. I don't generally see too many strangers in the green. What are you fellers doing out here?
Minding our own business.
Not going to attack any unsuspecting people at all.
Minding your own business? Did you say that?
Oh, yeah.
Not going to attack any unsuspecting people at all?
Not at all. I'll put away my trident. I'll keep my shield out. We're all nice people here.
Minding your own business gets you far in these parts. How is it that two travelers of yourself make your way here?
It's for botanical reasons.
Well, if you're looking for botanical reasons, stranger, you've certainly come to the right place. Afraid mine is more of a unlucky happenstance.
Did you crash land here?
Many do. People, I was young. You think you and your crew, we're good enough to fly over the green. Why do we spend so much time avoiding it? It's just trees, and then you end up with your crew wiped out and yourself marooned here, and from there it's, what do I make a trek back? Try to make my way through the barrens to the desert, caverns? Or do I just make my home here? I chose the latter.
Seems to have went well for you.
It might. I'm alive, at least for now. Granted, things out here, they can change in an instant there, partners.
What strange horrors await us deeper in these woods?
Oh, I don't have that kind of time, stranger. Not to list out all those big bag things that be lurking about. But I've learned a trick or two from my time out here. If, granted, I know minding your own business goes a long way, but if you did mind sharing that business for you, I wouldn't be too against obliging some travelers of yourself and helping you all out.
On a mission, a quest of sorts. Here to find a certain vine, at least the thorns of a certain vine. We were hoping to just stumble into a nice big patch of it.
Ah, yeah, you need a little bit of light through the canopy for that.
Yes.
Any particular vine? I don't know if you can describe it to me. I might know where a patch or two is at.
Let me go ahead and do a sense motive on this cuck to see if he seems friendly or evil. A solid 6.
He seems definitely like he's well intended, and from what you can tell, he definitely seems to know what he's talking about. Everything he's said about the plant so far has been spot on. At least you don't have he doesn't give you any reason to
not trust him. Yeah, I'll go ahead and describe it as best as he described to me. The plant with the wicked teeth, and we got the wicked thorns, and that's where we got to get the thorns. That's the main part, because of the poisons.
Got it. So, as a part of my payment for maybe helping you out here, would you happen to have any scrap on you? I can't imagine you walked all the way out here.
I suppose we probably do have a little bit of scrap.
Metal's tough to come about in the green out here. You gotta find yourself a ship that crashed, and most of them are stuck way up in the branches up there. Death sentence climbing one of those greenwoods. But if I need to make do out here and live, sometimes the woods, the plants, and the materials I can find here just won't cut it. Literally. Broke my axe a week back, looking for a few pieces of metal, something I can sharpen up, keep myself alive out here. You leave me, say, 25 pounds, 30 pounds of scrap, I'll help you find what you're looking for.
It seems a fair bargain. However, do you wish to stay out here? Do you long for the freedom of the green? To leave this place?
I suppose the only way I'd be leaving this place is in an airship.
Correct.
Can't much
Or-
stand out being out in the desert.
Or magics.
Magics.
Magic is a very powerful tool.
You mean you a spellcasting type?
I dabble. The great Lord Talos gives me many gifts. Do you wish to stay here? And continue to make this your home? Or do you want the freedom of the outside world?
I want the freedom of an airship, partner, but that dream has been long ago given up. Suppose I squandered that as soon as I flew over this cursed place. I suppose if you could, either A, find me an airship, which of course is an offer I'd never expect you to fulfill, or if you do have an airship, which I suspect you do, I could either tag along with you, or if you wanted to take me back to the coastlands, I'm from the Crescent, just out of the Orta River. I don't suppose I ever thought I could walk and make it that far, so I thought my only two choices were the desert or the green. And to that, I much prefer the green.
I could probably at least offer you a ride, if not companionship, depending on how well this quest goes that we do ourselves here. I promise you either one or the other, though.
How do I know that you twos might not just allow me to guide you, and then as soon as I get it for you, fly off? It's not as if I have...
Well, how would we just fly off? We would almost need your help to get out.
We have gone rather deep inside the green now.
Suppose that's true. The trees do start looking the same out here. Granted, I don't know where you parked. I could lead you to the edge and we could walk out there, but I don't know necessarily that I get you to the ship. That means I get on the ship. Is there any type of collateral that you might be able to offer me so I feel a little bit more secure with this bargain? I gotta be honest, it's not... it doesn't seem too likely that men like you who have an airship would be willing to taxi a fallen like myself.
Collateral. I start rummaging around. I have this bottle that you could hold on to. This is not just any bottle, though. This is a bottle of air. Limitless air flows through this bottle. One could technically stay underwater indefinitely. Or, I suppose, in quicksand indefinitely. As long as your body can hold out from lack of food and water. Would this do as collateral? I can also throw in my lance.
Stranger, that is a
Saving this
mighty heaping lot of collateral. I would say that will do just fine.
Huh.
Checks it.
It's just a jar of farts.
Thank you. I suppose it's my lucky day to come across two generous men like yourself. Of course, this goes back to you. I don't mean to say generous as if I'm going to keep it. I just mean I never thought I'd get out of this cursed place.
I suppose every man needs a second chance. And that's what Talos gave me.
Aye, second chance. I might like to hear more about this, Talos. So, what is it you're looking for? I know you said a vine, botanical.
Give
You
me
want me
all
to
the
roll?
specifics. Oh, you already knew the specifics. You already...
Yeah, it almost looks like it's a purple stem, but it has almost like red at the center. And then all the thorns face down are on the same side. And almost like it grips you when you get caught up in it.
Viper's claw. I know exactly what you mean. That is indeed a vulnerant poison. What do you two need for the likes of that?
Oh, quests.
I see. That makes more sense now as to why you got the ship. You're the delivery man. Somebody else is needing the poison. Those will fetch a high price.
Or we can also make sure we get enough for the buyer and get a little on the side for us. Never know when it could come in handy again.
I suppose that's smart thinking. I wouldn't want to be venturing out here every time I needed. Plus, if you get more than what they want, you can always sell to someone else, too.
Higher price.
I do happen to know where a grove's at.
Talking to the right man. I knew we made a good choice in choosing you.
Same. All right, so to get my ass out of this blasted forest, we want to head probably about 35 minutes up to the left right here. There'll be a nice, somewhat clearing with the stuffed groves and vines about that thick and leaves about the size of my face. All right?
Lead away, sir.
And he starts going through, pushing through some of the brush. You notice he'll point out other things where you might get snagged or other more minor poisonous plants that don't have this kind of same effect. Stuff like stinging nettle.
Oh, God. That's not good.
But leads you through, and you starting to see. He starts pointing it out, and they're just little itty bitty vines that are going through as you're starting to get through. Stuff gets way, way thick up here. You can get thorns roughly this long. And from you, just knowing what you see, that is probably about 50% longer than what had been described. So it definitely seems like it gets way thick. We'll just have to make sure we don't brush up against any of it getting there.
We'll have to be extra careful. Also knows, I'll let you guys do it. I'll stand watch.
Alright, so you start going through, and every once in a while you'll see a little patch of, just a little peak of sunlight that whoop, goes through, and you'll see one of those plants, just smaller as you first start seeing them going through. Probably about 5 more minutes, and we'll see the big ones, thick ones in there, and they keep getting bigger and thicker, and kind of just even the wood itself, everything seems to be just growing incredibly thick right here, for whatever reason.
So, what kind of creatures are down here?
In this, see, takes a little sidestep, poison field.
Oh, no, I just... What are the bigger creatures here in the green?
Well, have you ever heard of dire creatures?
Only in long-lost legends, like the dire gnome.
Well, there's a saying around here that other places have dire bears, dire wolves, dire rats. Everything we got here is double dire. You notice the trees are bigger. Everything else is too. So you got those. You've got a few lizard folk roam around here. I think they're. They say this place used to be a swamp way back when, before it turned into rainforest. Along with that, we've got every once in a while, of course, the occasional green dragon. What dragon wouldn't want to live in a place like this? And then forest goblins. Those are mostly, as long as you don't catch them in a big group, more of an annoyance than anything else. But sometimes they roam out here in droves.
This guy's human.
Mm-hmm.
Any other humans?
Only other fallen like myself. Pretty rare though. Most people don't survive the crash. I was lucky. And if they do survive the crash, not everybody survives the green.
How did you end up surviving the crash, then?
Oh. Well, I was down below deck. Hate to admit it, it was a little bit of a feat of cowardice. Of course, when everybody's flying out to say, hey, we're going to take a shortcut across the green, you're all pumped up. As soon as you start seeing that looming on the horizon and remembering the stories of all the ships that are falling before you, maybe you get a little bit more squeamish, like myself. Most everybody else was up above deck when probably a bolt size of a tree trunk hit the ship. Whole thing rocked. Ship flipped over. I was down in a small compartment. I think that's what saved my life. Got stuck up in a tree. The climb down was terrifying. About 100, 200 feet. But everybody else that I saw was either smashed to bits, or I found what was left on them once I reached groundfall.
Have to be wary. Thank you.
But anyway, as he leads you through and he's pointing out things and telling you where to watch, you come to what looks to be just these plants are in droves, and right in the center there's this kind of opening down into the ground. And you can see that the plants almost, even down there, they look to be even bigger and thicker within the hole itself.
Interesting.
How much bigger do they get?
Well, if we want to venture down into this hole, I think they get even bigger down there. I'm not sure why. Everything in this part of the forest just seems to grow. Looks around at the trees. But you can see as you go down from there, I wasn't lying. And they look huge inside that hole. Like you can see thorns that long sticking off.
Yeah. Is there a clear way through? We'd have to cut our way through.
It's not as bad as you'd think. It looks like maybe you have to cut one or two here or there, but you can just take the thorns from the ones you cut.
That sounds like a good idea. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go forward. Press forward. Press forward. Yeah. Oh, making his escape.
Keep going. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, good.
getting out the map.
Good.
Yeah. Get rid of this for now. As we run into a dragon.
So ignore these, actually. But this is pretty much it. You can see all these vines and everything around this hole. And it looks like it's kind of like a steep drop at first and then continues down into the earth as you go.
Is it at all steep enough to where I'd want to like use any rope or anything, or?
It's like a 4-foot drop. You could probably hop down there if you wanted to.
Let's do that. As long as it'll be safe.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. I got my spells ready.
All right, be careful not to touch any of these. Shouldn't be immediately dangerous. You just get pricked by one. If you get pricked by a bunch, these things will drop you, and I do not want to have to carry you out of this hole. Granted, looking at the size of these, I don't know if you even want to get pricked by one.
Not at all. Yeah. Just excited to get the biggest ones. Maybe we'll get more money. I don't know how much we're supposed to get. Maybe we'll get more.
Maybe.
Shall we, gentlemen, if we're hopping down?
Of course.
Well, what if we collect maybe a bare minimum and set it out here, set it aside for a bit, then go in, and if something happens, we can book it and just grab what's we collected, just to have bare minimum, just in case.
Zoot. That's an excellent idea.
You can
That's
collect
exactly what we should
as
do.
much as you want. It's just if you want the biggest and the best, that's the hole.
I mean, of course we want to explore, but I just want to make sure we have the bare minimum that we need to bring, because we don't have to give him the biggest ones.
Correct. That's just for us. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right.
I can get these anytime I want, friends. I don't think I'll have much use for poison back in Horta. You can keep all you take.
We need 5 for the quest. Whatever 5 equates to. 5 off the vine.
I would say 5 whole vines.
That's fair. So I guess we can, if there's enough right outside, we'll collect that, get that ready in a bag, good to go.
We'll say, I mean, this is a thick part of the forest with everything. We'll go ahead and give you right outside, easily grabbable. If you're just looking at the immediate area, you have 17 vines that you can do.
Might just do the 5 and then go in the hole and see what else we can find.
Yes, I think that's good.
Let's do it.
So you guys do 5,
And then maybe even like the ones we pick, have it so it's maybe an easier walk.
Yeah, so the ones that we have to cut through.
That's what I was going to say. As you cut, you
idea.
pick.
Good idea.
So you want to be awful careful when extracting that. Of course, you're cutting the needle off and grabbing it. And those things are razor sharp. If you even get that close to you and it hits you, you're pricked. Survival check or dex check when you're harvesting these.
All right, Dex.
Survival.
5.
I was just gonna say I'll rule right now that I'll have you roll it every 5. So it's not like, oh, do I get poisoned? Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. You don't roll for every one. But we'll say every 5 you do, you re-roll.
5. Let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
I got 6.
Excellent.
You did Dex and I did Survival.
All right, let me look up a good poison.
Real talk. Thank God we got this out of the way. I don't feel so good. We gonna be getting cooked. At least I got a good fortitude save.
Yeah, at least the fortitude's decent.
Chaplains become +1.
Why not?
Oh yeah, I have javelins, not a trident. I forgot. Javelins go 30 feet, not 10 feet.
Wait, they go farther than a throwing scythe? A large-sized throwing scythe?
God.
That's unfair.
God damn.
That's OP.
Oh my god. Unfucking believable.
Unfucking believable.
I haven't heard the rumors of a large throwing scythe in a long time.
That sounds pretty good. Oh, that DC's pretty high. Well, we're in the biggest, nastiest part of the jungle. Go ahead and roll those. Go ahead and roll those fortitudes.
Here we go.
Dory up. 23.
Nice. Nat 20. So altogether 28.
Decent.
That's
Is there half damage or no for those? That's what I'm looking at.
Oh, you have to look at that. I don't know. Each one's different, sadly. There might be a secondary roll we have to do too.
I believe there is. This is what I'm going to roll. Since this has 2, I'm going to say that you gentlemen each take 2d6 damage. So 7 each, but you do not get the ability score portion of it, and do not have to pass the secondary damage.
Thank God. I'll just take the solid damage.
Oh,
Owie.
oh be careful there.
Good boy.
That's only your first couple, and you're already pricking yourselves. Looks like
We just need some practice.
Unlucky. I think he's right. More practice would be
you
better.
can practice at home. This is the place to practice. I want to get my taxi ride, and if you get stabbed by these and die, I don't know where that ship is, and I'm stuck here myself.
Oh, one of us will survive. I have faith in it.
I certainly hope so. All right,
So,
and as you look down in the hole, they're
they get worse.
noticeably thicker.
Yep, that's where we need to be.
All right, hop on down.
Hell yeah.
And as you hop down, it's like probably a 4-foot drop. So from here to there down, and then it's kind of a little crouch at first, but that hole keeps going, and you can see somehow even without sunlight, they're thriving under there. There's kind of sort of a way you can wiggle through. It's not like completely thick, but there's just these freaking huge purple vines.
So we got the bare minimum.
We did get the bare minimum.
Maybe we should keep going. How far?
I will say, if you go through here, you'd either have the choice of balance or a straight dex check, whichever you want to do. Don't embarrass yourselves. But if you're gonna crouch through and go through the hole to get even deeper stuff, don't get grabbed by one of them, because they do hook back. So if you get grabbed, you're getting at least 2 or 3 thorns.
Would it be easier if we just slowly cleared our way through, not even collected, just like knock shit out of the way, just so we don't have to
at least
dodge
this
as
little
much
area? Maybe it'll open up the further we go. Do we see it opening up at all? We verify.
It looks like it opens up. It's basically like the first from the hole you're in. You crouch underneath, and then it starts to widen up.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and just.
We'll just do it clear a little bit. With the spear, or
Yeah, let's just clear them far away from a distance. I think that's a great idea.
We'll go ahead and I guess you can roll balance, dex, or survival, and really just don't roll a 1. Since you're being extra safe.
Dex.
Survival for me.
Unnatural 20.
That's
16.
so you just
Beating everything out of the way.
just hacking them down. I see. All right. I suppose we
to
can.
the other side.
There has to be more glory behind this. Clearly, it's guarding something. Treasure, hidden treasure.
I don't know if that's the way the green works, fella, but I suppose the thicker they are, you're getting your treasure in your form of sales to whoever you happen to be working with. I suppose we could.
Or we find whatever's causing these to grow this big.
And we can get this big.
We could. Male enhancement right here.
Where are those little blue pills?
So you guys keep going through.
Because if it's in the water.
So you're not harvesting anything right now?
No, right now we're just cutting away through. We're going to assume there's more glory in there. There has to be more.
Do you need a beverage?
Yeah, I need a beer. Thank you, sir. Yeah, see? We are but maggots, writhing in the filth of our own corruption.
Alright, I'm gonna need. Don't look! You
Alright, looking
cucks.
at my lines. Even as a man, great Talos cherished us, for he saw in us, in each of us, the future of our race. And there it is, friends, the ugly truth. We are the children of man. Talos is the true god of man.
Bruskenheimer.
So good.
So as you guys go down, and now that the plants are out of the way and you can see, these things are thick.
Thick boy.
However, after you get down, you see, it looks like this leads to 2 huge doors.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. See,
Friend, I've never seen anything like this. Not in all my time in the green.
this is just but one day with us, a couple hours. Just imagine what you'll see in the future, and a day from now, maybe 2.
Sir, you get me back to order, that's the only thing I want to be seeing for the rest of my life. Unless, of course, you need a hand on that fancy flying machine.
We may. What other talents do you have besides surviving out here in the green?
Well, I was flying at one time. Granted, I was pretty green when I stopped flying, but I suppose other than that, most of my talents are out here in the green, knowing where to go, how to survive. I've been doing it for a while. Granted, after surviving out here, I think you pretty much just learn how to survive in general.
A man of nature.
Mm-hmm.
That would be important.
Aye.
You may have just found a good ship to stay upon, sir. But we shall see. It won't be just our decisions. But for sure, at least a ride, my friend. A door to the left and a door to the right, eh?
No, just two.
Oh,
When I double door when I said two doors.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
sorry.
No, you're good. Well, I suppose we should be ready. Talos knows when this door was opened last.
I'll search the door.
Yeah.
He sniffs it.
Yep, it's trapped, guys.
That one.
Not one.
So,
The door seems not trapped at all. As he sees you look at it. What are you looking for, friend?
was anything. I've never quite seen anything like this before.
I'm
Peculiar.
rather keen to know what's on the other side. See, we ready? Roll reflex. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'll wait for Nick for the big reveal. Pushes open. Years of dust shake off. As these are probably like 10 feet tall. So they look pretty big. I guess it must be some type of relic from before this place turned to this place. Maybe back when it was a swamp. Opens it up. And as the dust clears and settles, you see before you kind of an empty, muddy room as all the silt and earth is whatever floor was here is now covered in at least maybe a foot or two of dirt and scum and mung. And granted, you thought these ceilings must be rather high, but somehow it looks like from where you can see broken window frames that are sunk into the ground, maybe they're about here on you when they should have been here. So you get the sense that this has been filling up with sand, sediment, and dirt a while, as the plants still seem to be persistent even with inside. And then you see it. Large reptilian footprints inside the door.
Like Bigfoot size?
Like, yeah, they're pretty big.
Now we found the head green dragon in the green.
As your hand begins to singe.
Let me go ahead and roll some knowledge arcana to see what we're dealing with.
Go ahead.
Ten.
Do you want assistance?
Right to it, baby.
Please, baby.
Knowledge Arcana?
Mm-hmm.
That would be a unnatural 20.
Hell yeah. Well,
So, let's go ahead and roll a d30. See how bad you're going to get cut.
Margot?
Because I had an idea for something in mind, but if I might have to reduce it for the party. So let's see if you get your lives saved or if you get cut.
14.
14?
Me see Loker.
So you, from what you estimate, this has got to be draconic in nature as you look at the steps. It's hard to put an exact age on it, but it doesn't appear to be an extremely old or large dragon. Nowhere near the size of what you saw in the caverns. Oh wait, I forget. Was that? No, yeah, that was your new character. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was us. Yeah, for sure. It was the beginning of the Guckins.
Nowhere near that size. A fraction of it. But not a mere wormling either. This beast has had time to grow.
So, well, friend, how good are you at fighting dragons? How do you feel about that?
Sir, that is never an endeavor that I have strived to make. Granted, from these tracks, they do look like they're fairly old, but I guess that doesn't necessarily mean that he has evicted this premises. I'm just hoping the owner of the domicile is not residing in such.
Smells like opportunity. Risky opportunity, but if things do go wrong, we still have a way out. Yes, we have to go through the silt to get anywhere.
Pretty much. I mean, it's not like you're
Waiting
sink
through it.
in like
Okay,
this
this
much.
one.
I mean, it's just whatever structure this has been here forever.
So long. Makes sense. And is there another doorway through, or
It turns up to the right there. It is a little harder to see. You got low light?
he has little? I got nothing. I'll have to get out a torch or something.
Because it gets pretty dark in here.
I mean, I can cast light on something for
Light
you.
me, baby. Yeah.
So it shines through, and as you do that,
Probably on my shield. Easiest.
here I'll have to find some way to
Carcass.
I'll block out what I want you to see without fucking like going over your character sheet.
Need some block? I got some blockage.
Yeah, give me some blockage.
Blockage, 2 blockage.
Alright, everybody look away. Everybody look away.
Okay.
Alright, here we go.
My name's Ethan. I'm Ethan. Yeah. Suppose that's good enough.
Do we down?
I think so.
Boy things.
As you go through, the tracks continue. As it looks, there's 2 large doors directly in front of you, and off to your right, it looks like the wall has completely just fallen in. As it's about top of it toppled over, and it's about halfway dilapidated, and the ceiling sags a little bit over there too. But it looks like that might lead. Once you get over it, maybe it's another room that just happens to be there. But the footsteps go directly over to the double doors.
No, I'm not following the footsteps. So there's double doors over there by the footsteps.
Double doors here, and then there's like a half wall that caved in.
You can't go that way.
You can probably hop it. It's probably about, head level, so you have to jump up and go
Alright,
over
peek
it.
over it.
Yeah, I'd say you peek over it. Especially if he shines a light over there.
Yeah.
It looks like a large, empty room full of silt. Maybe curves around back to the right.
Chance, an opportunity here. Maybe this is the way.
Yeah, I think so.
We're gonna continue on. We're gonna need little avatars, aren't we?
Sure. Yeah, pick some.
Alright, who do you want to be, man? We got these 3 ready to go.
I need to be the scorpion.
Do it. Be the scorpion. I will be this guy just because I have a shield as well. And we're in that room now, dog.
So you're hopping over.
Mhm.
Roll spot checks.
All right.
18 salamanders pop out. 16.
Scorpions.
Oh! Thank God you picked the scorpion.
11.
as you're about to hop the wall, you see that just on the other side here, it's full of those plants. At least right up against the wall. But if you just were to hop over and vault it, you'd land right on the bottom level.
Topic.
So if you want to go, you could probably jump. So you'd either do a balance or a jump check just to do a little hop. Again, don't embarrass yourself. It's not like it's not going to be a feat to try to jump over it.
26.
26 on your jump.
I'll do balance. 10.
10? Yeah, fine. As you kind of go down, you don't so much as jump. You pick a spot that's pretty clear and then just make sure you land there. You hop exactly where you want to go. So you really showed off. Yeah, you're landing like over here.
That's how I jump off the ship and land on my dragon.
Son, you do have some springs.
No, he's got to be this Sonic the Hedgehog guy here.
All right, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic Juke.
Oh, God.
It's round and blue. It's Sonic now.
He hops over to what appears to be over here now. Did you see
Oh.
kind of some stairs leading down?
Oh, leading down. Okay.
Half steps, maybe it goes down about 4 feet.
I'm gonna
Should we keep going? Or do you have anything you want to do now?
walk up to the steps and then get a better look.
All right, shine your light down there. You see another hole going down further. It looks like this one looks like I don't know. Do you go all the way up here?
I go up to here.
Up to there. Yeah, it's another hole. Well, I don't know how deep that is, friend. Should we see what's on the other side of the door? Although I'm not sure that I want to meet the resident owner.
I mean, can I tell that it goes around the hole? Because we could go just do a loop around it just to see what else is in here.
That's gonna be the.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, you guys can walk wherever you want.
We're gonna look right here. Keep me with you, and we're gonna look right when we go down them steps to see. Because my thought is there's something on the right.
Just the wall right here.
Okay, what can I see down in that hole now that I'm there?
This looks like this drops down
80 feet.
15 feet. And it looks like some of there's even thicker plants. The thickest ones you've seen, like forearm-sized vines with thorns as long as that.
And then after this level, there'll be another hole. It's turtles on top of turtles.
What do you?
Because I could.
Before we go down there, let's keep going. Let's see. Because we didn't see the doors yet. We didn't see the doors yet, right? Let's see if this loops around to the doors. I don't want to leave anything unexplored on this level, because if we do, it might turn around and fry us with breath.
That's true.
I suppose so. Although, get your tools ready. We'll have to cut a few of those plants if we want to try to climb
so
back
this doesn't
up.
go all the way back. There's a wall right there.
From what you can tell, yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
So this is the wall.
Okay. I missed whatever was behind the door. It's all right. Either way, we're gonna have to cut some plants, though. Should we go explore it first before we go down? Might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's go do that. Chop some plants. Hate to leave a door unexplored.
All right.
Hate to get caught.
All right. I suppose I don't know where that could lead. Maybe there's just storage behind it or something.
Perfect. Loot. That's what that sounds like. Free loot. Free real estate.
Another plant check, cut check, just to make sure.
Cut check. Survival for me. A solid 7.
A solid 7.
Even worse.
That's 5.
Golly.
You're just cutting them down with a weapon?
Just cut them down with a weapon. If necessary, I mean, I'll stay at 10 feet away and just whack these bitches with my lance. Bow! 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 You're barely doing anything, but I'm doing something. Bow! Bow! Whatever you want, man.
Yeah, if you're just doing that and you're not actually, like, getting to the
Man,
poison, really what would happen for you to do that is you roll a 1 and it's like you chop it and it springs back and
Touches you. Yeah.
grabs you.
Makes
For that, you just whack it down. Grabbing them will be a different story. That's going to be a higher save.
There. We'll save that for the big poison ones.
When you do, I will say when you do that though, if you just whack them down, it pretty much destroys the thorns.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Perfect sense.
Whew. I suppose that's one way to do it, burning up a bit of product, but hey, it beats the alternative of getting jabbed by those.
One is enough. Alright, I'll heave you
Hoist
over.
you up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeet. Yeet you over, yeet. And I'm 5'1", so I jump like a little man. Like, oh, thank you. Oh, army of 2 steps.
There
Thank
you are, friend.
Okay, I suppose I'll open the door just to be safe.
All right.
Does it smell foul?
He,
Does it?
Does nature.
Mr. Rogue, come on now.
30.
There's an overwhelming smell of basically exactly what the vines smell like when they're cut. When you cut down the vine, they release a pungent odor, and this door
So it
is
smells like the poison.
full.
It smells like poison.
Oh, gosh. I don't have any gloves or anything. How can we get through this? Attack the door?
So I'm smelling it from beyond the door?
Or
on the door itself?
It smells from beyond the door, from what you can it. You can see if it's like dripping from handles or anything. On the other side of the door, it smells like the cut vines.
Want to open it? I'll be after ready.
I mean, we can look.
Do it. Open it. I'm ready.
See, I don't think he even got a name yet.
Not yet. We don't know if he's gonna survive yet. We can wait till after this dungeon.
See him? He holds a bow.
Go ahead. I'm ready. Go ahead. Just open it and see.
Yeah, I open it. I look.
Stand at the ready. There could be a wagon. There could
As
be.
he kind of steps back.
Oh, that's a smart idea. I'm
He's
gonna
looking
go right up
with that
front.
bow.
Right up front. Do I got plenty?
Oh, I will cast mage armor now.
You can cast
Oh, good.
mage armor before you do it.
Good.
Yeah, on myself.
On yourself. Yep. Good. Yeah, because I got a pretty good AC.
And are you slow or you just like?
I try to do slow first and get an eyeball in there. Just like the crackiest of cracks.
As it shatters as the green dragon fucking blasts it, throws you back.
Cracks open. Purple fumes come pouring out
Oh,
of the
I
room.
close that immediately.
Fortitude save.
Dang. Both of us or just him?
Unnatural 20.
Are you right next to him?
I'm right there. I'm assuming I'm right there, like maybe 5 feet behind him.
Fortitude save. I will do it at a lesser DC, sir.
Thank God. Because altogether, that is just a sad 14.
So you take 4 points of damage, John. All right, Mr. 14.
Give it to me, baby.
Had to check the room that smelled like poison.
20.
15 damage. And then why don't we go ahead and... Oh, I already got the D6 right here. No, it's 2d4. 2, 3. Go ahead and take 3 points of strength damage. And we will then make... What is your secondary save here?
I don't have neutralized poison ready, but I will tomorrow.
Oh, so it's 1 minute of exposure. We'll do that. That sounds fair. Okay. So, get through it relatively unscathed, I guess somewhat. Thank God you didn't whip open the door, because that was way less potent. But it does hit you pretty hard. You see it coming and you just breathe out. It does singe. It almost immediately, as it hits your nasal cavities and eyes and things, burns. So that's really where the damage coming from is you happen to breathe it in.
Oh, I get stuck with it. Yeah.
You guys all right up there?
Oh, that was foul. Are you okay?
I'm gonna survive it. I back away a little bit.
Whew. I suppose that was maybe better than the dragon, but that is definitely not something I would want to be dealing with, good sirs.
Maybe he'll sit, maybe he won't. He just wants to get into action. Alright,
Well-
I suppose we could... Was there anything in there?
Not that I could see. I mean,
You cracked it and shut it. So
yeah, there's no way I was dealing with that. So,
Now wait a second. If we crack it and yank it open with a rope about 20 or 30 feet away, it'll disperse before it hits us.
yeah, but there might be enough in there to fill this whole room.
There could be something.
Because we don't know how big this room is. That could be more than enough gas to...
I'm not too keen on breathing in the smoke.
Let's wait until we come back up here.
Well,
Then on our way out, we can give it a good yank. But let's first go down below. What do you think about that?
yes, because if we go down below, that might be where the thing we have to do to weaken the dragon is. Because if we kill the crystal that's at the bottom of this hole, this magic crystal, then the poison will, dissipate a little bit.
That makes perfect sense.
I mean, that's in every adventure story I've ever heard.
We almost
My
had
fine
it.
gentlemen, I have not a clue what the hell you were talking about.
You're with the right crew. Back to the hole.
Hop back over. All the plants are knocked down now. Go over to the hole.
Well, I can set up my grappling hook. So, I'm going to roll a knowledge, architecture, engineering to where to tie up my rope. So this way we have a good way up and out. Let's hope I don't fuck up. Oh, golly. 26.
Yeah, you find a great spot. You're like, well, stairs are a little bit torn up, but if I go over to the side here to this fence is drilled right into the stone wall. This thing ain't moving.
Perfect.
Sorry, I'm doing the other character's voice.
It's still good. I'll go ahead and tie that bad boy up. Alright. This should be good. Sturdy, solid. I suppose I can go down first. You just keep that light pointed down if you have the light, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just keep it pointed downwards so that way just in case do we see anything down there with that light or no?
I think you said it was like a 15-foot.
It's a 15
So we should be able
foot
to
drop,
see
so you should
nothing.
now that you're right up and on it, you can see. It looks like right around the edges here, either side, the thickest vines you've seen yet.
Good. We can start there and see what else is in here. Clearly, the deeper we go, the stronger things get. That just means we're getting stronger now too.
Yeah, because we have to get to the crystal heart that's powering everything.
And destroy it / absorb it.
I think absorbing is best.
I figured it out. Perfect. Yeah.
You guys hopping on down?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Homeward bound. I'm going first. And making sure I'm at the ready to throw my fucking javelin at the first cover. Nothing.
I forget what's on the other side, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure it's nothing. Oh shoot, that's right. That's what's on the other side.
It would have been hilarious. You would have just flipped it around. Yeah, you end up falling from the sky. Oh god! It looked like 15 foot, didn't it? That would be a good campaign.
You see a wide opening with branching. Oh, do you have the light, or does he have the light?
He has a light.
So basically, you can tell there's caverns, and then there's. I think there's a path over there to the right.
I could do a second light and then just toss this to you. And we both have a light.
It's up to you. What do you have light on? Just like a rock or a stick?
Yeah, just a rock. Yeah,
I can just hold this for now until you come back down. That way I can get a good view. Because I'll stay right here so you guys can come down.
Yeah, that works.
So now that you have a light down there, you can see it's pretty wide open. Thick vines, like I said, all along the sides.
Oh,
and then in
thickness.
front of you looks like 3 different pathways. One of them being absolutely lined with vines on the other side.
Well, I think we need to go down the easiest one first and then go increase in difficulty.
That may be the best option. But that'd probably be the option most often chosen. But let's do it. Let's go the easiest way. Because then we can always harvest these.
True.
So that's going to be the plan. Because these are some bad, big mothers.
You guys all hopping down?
I'm already down.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're already down. You hopping down?
Yeah.
Who invades my temple? Son of a bitch. That's going to happen. Well, you can take him. Oh, he's huge. There's no way.
So,
Oh.
Whoopsies!
Oh, yeah.
Let me go ahead and... I should have known. So you guys all hop on down. Unnamed person follows behind you. I don't think we've ever learned names.
Not yet.
Not yet.
He has to survive this dungeon for him to get the name. Not
Right.
do all that shit on the other side. Unless you're just going to do half of her.
Yeah, we might have to do...
As he looks, he's like, I can't do half. I can only do the whole damn thing.
Oh, don't look.
I'm not looking.
Yeah, we'll flip that fucker around. So, oh, there you go. Good enough.
Good enough.
Good enough. Perfect.
So you guys are all right here. I don't know if the camera can see it too well or not, but now that you're all down here, you have 2 lights going. You can see there's a rather large path, 20 foot wide. It just happens to have plants all along the outskirts of it. Sometimes they jut in. You just have to be a little careful going through. One of them's, the middle one is pretty dang full. You have to cut your way through. There's no way you're walking through that without getting completely tangled by them.
Yeah.
And then another one, until you go down it, you can't really see too much. But it looks clear.
Clear one? You said clear one. Let's do that way.
Yeah, let's do that first.
I'm all for it. I'm going to be in front. Because I got the,
That's you?
sword shield. That's me. I got the shield and the jabby jabs.
He's behind. So you start going through here. The pathway, though it was very, very thin, starts to open back up.
I'm going to cast Cure Moderate Wounds on myself real quick.
You do that, good sir. And before I forget, as we're down here, it has been a minute since you've got hit by that poison.
That's true.
Go ahead and roll another fortitude save. So that way you know how much you have to heal too.
Really? Fortitude save plus 8. Nat 20.
Natural 20. Seems you were able to fight off all the effects.
Thank God. It's those quick sneezes afterwards.
You just
You gotta push that shit out.
as you go through, you see just a wall of plants as this opens up. All these are just the thickest yet that you've seen.
I suppose we can just make a little 5-foot path and make a little path through. And then we can go ahead and might as well collect some while we're here. And then walk back and put it right next to the rope. So this way if we gotta make our quick escape we can go ahead and snatch it up and just go put it up there.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
But first, pathway. It hurt us. It's flying above us now.
So yeah, you guys start cutting paths through.
Yeah, just cut a simple path through. Just so that way we're gonna have probably like 5-10 feet of room.
Seems like the dang vines are against us. Start cutting through. Go ahead and roll listen checks as you guys are swinging and
Beating and 21. Who invades my vines?
24.
24. You hear scuffling now back behind you.
I hear scuffling behind us.
Positions!
Is he?
I go
Excuse me, I'm with a bow. Oh, I
get-
thought he was back there.
I get closer towards it. I try and start moving towards the tunnel to try and block it off so this way he can't get around me. Talos will protect us. Me.
Talos does not care about you.
You're probably
You are
right.
but maggots.
Writhing in the filth!
There we go. As you see, yeah, that's what we'll do.
8. 32! That die is amazing. I want to use that as a damage die someday. Have you seen this die yet? 32. Could be Cockins.
Grab some stats real quick.
Damn Kuatoas.
Dude, I saw there's a class made for Kuatoa where it's literally like cleric, and it's like divine Kuatoa.
Combine a lot more together. Oh my god.
I really wanted to grab that one. Oh, this guy's nothing. Oh, we're gonna have to. Those are rookie numbers. We're gonna have to put.
That's
bump
right.
those numbers
Oh,
up.
damn. What level are you? Level 20?
Mm-hmm.
I should have known.
I'm level 12 at least.
I mean, if we had our numbers together, we'd be level 12. We should be able to handle anything that comes through that hallway.
As you look, you see 3 beefy lizard folk,
Weapons in hand?
weapons in hand.
That's a universal language if they're gonna die. Initiative?
Roll initiative, my good boys.
Booyah! That's a 13. Shoot.
7. Hard cooked. Thank God I got my shield out.
Our friend's name is Rex, right?
Rex.
I think you said it was Rex.
It's gonna be Rexplosion after he dies here. An alien burst through his chest. That's how it's gonna be.
What is initiative for this shit? I can't fucking do.
Goddamn. Wand to levitate. Snatches one of them into the vines. Throw him in it.
Holy shit.
So I use my cure moderator. Let me mark that.
Venedex, there we go. It's cinematic anyway.
Yeah, cinematic.
As you see them approaching, instantly from behind you, you hear as it sounds like water just explodes. And a green dragon bursts via ambush, as is their favorite thing to do. I need a good dragon mini.
Good luck.
That'll work. It's got wings.
It's got wings.
And we'll say.
How big is it?
Huh?
How big is it? Or is that going to work better?
This looks more like a dragon, so we'll do that.
It'll be your Draco Dish eventually.
That's you goddamn right. And then how bad do we want to cuck you? Is that going to be bursting up? Will be a move action? Fuck it, dude. I'm giving you guys the dickens.
Do it. If we die, we die.
As it does a good old breath weapon at you here. Go ahead and do a reflex save.
I do have evasion.
I have nothing.
Booyah! Natural 20.
Natural 20.
As it seems like you are suspecting it, as even Tex, did you say Tex?
Rex.
Who we are calling Rex avoids it as well, as it just... You guys knew it was going to happen. Really knew it was going to happen. As the dragon appears, welcome to your final burial. And I'm sorry, what were initiatives for you? I know you said you had 13.
Oh, 7.
13 and 7. So let's get this in order. There's 1.
Oh, God. Let me see.
Oh, fucking God, dude.
That's what we get. Yeah.
As after this, Rex is the first to act.
Excellent.
He's going to shift backwards. That ship sure does sound nice, friends. Does a 18 hit you, Nick?
Am I flat-footed? I didn't act yet,
You have not acted yet.
but I did say all my stuff was out. So I have a 20 AC.
Good God.
Flat-footed.
And then 20 on the last one. So Tex shoots one arrow at you, which misses. And the second one finds its mark. 4 damage.
Curse your tragic but inevitable betrayal, Rex.
Man can't survive alone. Dragon's a cool, cruel goddess. Necessary one.
We could take him out. This could be us.
As the next lizard folk, I guess I'll just use dice.
Do it.
1, 2, and 3 appears. Yeah, you guys will be pretty cucked. Runs up there to you.
Good.
Makes a swing.
Good.
Does that there 8 hit?
It does not, thank God.
And then it is. I literally have an order right here, Ethan. There it goes. So, big dog.
How much of my move action would be a knowledge arcana to recall stuff about green dragons?
I would say it was mentioned before, so I would say have it on your mind. Go ahead and roll on green dragons, and I'm going to say it is a swift action. Will be my rule.
27.
27.
Because I'm a spellcaster, I want to know what I could or could not cast on it, essentially.
With that, you know that the older dragons get, the more immune they get to magic. This one is actually somewhat young, so you would assume it's really does not have that built up too much yet. You would know that they breathe a cone of acid breath. They cannot be poisoned, and in fact, they affect their environment, and poisonous plants especially just grow in abundance and twice to 3 times the size that they normally would. You know they're always lawful evil. They love having different companions that they force into servitude, and that you should never, ever, ever make a deal with a green dragon because it will inevitably always backfire. Because they are one of the greatest smooth talkers, probably the biggest smooth talker of all dragonkind.
Big talk.
Okay. You said that counted as a...
Swift. So yeah, you can go ahead and take your full action. Anything else?
All right.
Other than that, they initiate fights almost immediately. They are very, very good at setting ambushes, and they have a few spell-like abilities that they can cast. But they get more potent, of course, as they get older.
Potent. Let's see what glory you got stuck up that sleeve. Because I got something. I'm gonna look. Huh?
Why do I feel like someone's eventually going to start taking Vassal Bahamut in this fucking campaign?
That'd be the best way to go. I can't do it. I already took my Dragon Riders. I'm very excited. As soon as I get a dragon, I'll be like, alright, yeah, we're going to get a flyby attack. We're going to go ahead and get a weapon focused lance. Spirited charge. Let's go ahead and quadruple this damage.
You're building one of those fucking Cecil characters.
Eventually. Gotta get a dragon first.
That goddamn Lionheart.
That ain't no joke. There's only one time I made something to match that. And I rode on a shield.
So, on the green dragon,
With Pete.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I am going to cast Rave Enfeeblement, which is a range touch.
Ooh, a touch. Nice.
Oh god! No! Come back here, I wasn't done rolling. You bitch.
Get him.
Aha, you slut. Get back here. 25 versus touch.
That is going to be a hit, I believe. Yes.
Alright. So, it takes 1d6 plus 3 strength damage.
1d6 plus 3 strength damage. 2.
5.
5. So make a note. That is now down to...
So, as a swift and a standard, is there still a move action available?
I'm gonna say if you cast a spell, yeah. You
Well, it's a range.
I'll say you can move before you do that.
Yeah,
I
I'll,
think technically in 3.5, as soon as you cast a spell, you're done. You're not supposed to be able to move afterwards, right? But
well,
I
move
don't
and then
care.
do
There
it.
you
Oh,
go.
that makes
There
more
you go.
sense. That makes more sense. I'll if you guys, I'm gonna rule it. You can attack and then move.
Thanks, bro.
But if you attack and move, of course, you don't get your full attack action.
But yeah, I just moved back a little bit.
Where is your full attack at on this?
Oh, it'll be on there somewhere.
Figure
Full attack
strength
action.
damage would be useful
So-
over a long.
I agree. I got some situational stuff, and we'll see what the situation calls for. Or if I can make the situation happen. If I can, then it's about to be ridiculous. If not, I'm just going to be hugging these fuckers.
Sorry.
You good?
That is down 3. No, that's not 2. So that's 9,
Oh, yeah?
I wish I had an example of it.
Has to be.
Kind of.
Ish.
Kind of ish. They have like an example of one that's way older, so I gotta take what it has for its full attack action and then
Dumb it down.
scale down the,
Ridiculousness.
so it's not like, plus 30 to hit.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out. So that's 10 points right there. That I
Oh, yeah, I forgot Rexplosion is evil, too. God damn that cock. I'm gonna take his ass and throw him into the bushes.
So that's 5 that it counts for. So that would drop from that to that. And then if I say account for levels, we'll account that. Oh, I see. Never mind. That makes more sense. Okay, now I know exactly how to do it. You can fucking idiot.
Don't talk to yourself like that.
Yeah, pick yourself up. You got this. I just heard that Michael Jackson's was QAnon. That's what I just heard today. It's like,
Got it.
How do you know?
Okay.
I heard, man.
So John was the last to act.
That's right.
2, 5, 15, 20.
Yeah. 25. Give it to me, baby.
Oh, he's gonna give it
20
and
AC
he's gonna hit.
flat-footed.
Oh shit, 21.
Hits. Ready? I'm gonna go down.
Dude, he's gonna give it to you hard here. 4 damage.
Holy shit.
I'm almost there.
That's a lot.
I'm almost bloodied.
You did take a bunch of damage earlier.
That was after the healing. It's alright. See what happens.
Oh, and then very important. Nice.
Good.
Your turn, good sir.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and... Nope, that won't hit him. Let me go ahead and 5-foot shifter. And then, I'll go ahead and do a concentration check to cast defensively. I fail to get attack opportunity.
Hell yeah, only one of those.
I could lose my spell if he hits me.
25 hit?
Hits.
Just kidding. 17.
No, it does not hit. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and cast Call Lightning, because you can use it above ground or underground. Just can't use it in water. Alright, so I can summon a maximum of 6 bolts. And this is going to be a 30-foot long vertical line of lightning. So I'm going to get both of them cucks. So they're going to have to do a save, and that's what, my 3rd level? Yep, that's my 3rd level. So that is going to go ahead and be 3rd level, 10, so 17 reflex save for them. For both those cucks lined up.
Yeah.
And that's just 3d6. But it's still, so it could be great.
Go ahead and roll it.
Alright, here we go. Big whammy. A solid 13 points of damage. To both of them. Unless they pass that reflex. Oh, and that is a standard action now. To call a bolt. So now after this I can go ahead and fight defensively.
It just
keeps
gets a
launching.
solid blow, and you see singes and skin kind of fall off as they screech in agony, but are still left standing. Speaking of which, the third one.
Come get some.
Wait, what is that? 5,
Apollo's
15,
Channel.
20, 30. Just enough.
Good.
Good.
I need it.
Oh, God. Whiffer! As we go back to the top, Rex, seeing that your little taken over there. Jesus, 26 hit,
Mm-hmm.
Barely.
13 hit.
No.
No. 6 damage. How are you looking?
Okay.
Okay. And then we are to the dragon's turn. It's going to be 2 rounds. What does it want to do here?
It's gonna fuck us up.
He'll go ahead and... He doesn't have any like extra special abilities or anything. He'll go ahead and do a jump. And just kind of glide over. Really doesn't matter, but he doesn't want to mess those plants up. But he'll make a... This front row now has a big-ass gap in it. I feel like that'll be very important to the story. Seeing that you are a spellcaster and less feeble, or more feeble than the other one, he's going to come up and do a bite.
Does a 32 hit?
Possible critical.
That's what I like to hear. I'm gonna finish you off now.
Does a 16 hit.
Oh, that mage armor.
Thank
though,
God
huh?
he did not crit.
Also, the 5 strength damage.
Oh, he is right. Don't. Oh no, I counted that in. Never mind. Because I wrote down.
But I mean, for like the damage.
Oh
too,
yeah.
like,
I did not write that down for the damage. That is very much true. So he is much
-2.
smaller. Shit, I didn't even look at the
That
damage.
modifier. Thank goodness.
Of course, that is going to be... Why doesn't it just fucking tell me what their bite is? What has it got to be so hard? And the breath weapon on here. Its bite is... That's the 8, so drop that down. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is going to be 6 plus their strength. Which is just 1. Okay. 9 damage. As it gets a pretty good chunk on you, but it's just not as solid as what you expect from a beast of that size. And it is... Holy shit, it's Lizard's 1 turn. Now he's going to do a 5-foot shift. Oh, God. Is a 25 hit?
Yes, sir.
Second dick. Does not have a crit weapon, but that is only +2. Is a 21 hit?
No, my AC is now 22.
Your AC is now 22. So then I can hit you with a second ever. Unless they fucking crit. 3 damage. You die.
Alright, here we go. I am now bloodied.
Big dog. You are you're in the dick zone right now.
Yeah, I am.
Real tall. Got Draco on you and everything. Oh my god, I got Glory coming next.
Alright, if I shift over here, I'm still threatened basically by him, right? I mean, there's not really...
The one thing you might be able to, if you shift over here, it's going to make him a lot harder for Rex to hit you with a bow.
Yeah, I guess I'll do a shift, and then I have to roll concentration to cast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 15, dog.
And I'm
Doria!
I'm not holding any punches.
I yelled
20.
I rolled Doria.
Doria! Ha! Who?
Damn,
Is that Ike? Ha! Who? Doria!
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Ike Swift.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Jake Coggins?
Fireball, aim back here, and try to get 2, 1, and the dragon.
Okay.
And that's a 16 reflex.
16 reflex. So this is what we're going to do on spells. If you roll a... Oh, that was a concentration. I see. So now you're not going to crit on a spell. That's not going to work like that. Just go ahead and say that you pass your next concentration check automatically for that nat 20.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get Those 3.
Those 3?
Ooh, and a decent amount of vines in there, too.
Oh, yeah. I'll burn up all those.
Okay, 4, 10.
10 damage. Reflex for him. What is the save?
16.
Nope. Dragon. Oh, you have a very high reflex.
That's a fireball?
Yeah.
Doesn't that do 66? What's your level?
Well, it's 1d6 per level. Oh, no, there's 3.
You only
I was
I was going
thinking
to say, that's so small.
10 plus whatever this is. I rolled shit. 15. So 15 total damage.
Fuck it, it's something there. Mine's stuck at that 3d6 for that one.
Nice.
As those go away, and you do notice the dragon takes a chunk of damage from that. Oh god, dude, this is gonna be a tough fucking fight. I may have to.
What are the? Does it do anything to the vines?
This whole section here.
Gets
Fine.
fucked.
There you go. Give it some love. No.
I'm gonna try to do all of it right here. But basically, where this line is, this is all burned up, and actually the dragon took out these about up to here.
Alright.
So it's gonna be like that.
So move him back.
And we'll push him back. Yeah, he's about right
Very
there because he's
important to
blocking you a little bit. See recoils. Oh wait, no, that's more than that. You gotta learn math again, dude. And it is Lizard 1 done. Oh wait, that was your turn. That's right. Lizard 1 swung at him. Lizard 2 done. Let's see what glory you got.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. So I'd have to be right there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. It'd be a hell of a concentration check, but it might be worth it. Alright, he's going to get an attack of opportunity. This guy.
24.
Gets me. I deserve it.
8.
Oh,
A frightening blow!
real.
That's
Oh.
not good.
Almost down to single digits. Everything or nothing. And then I'm going to go ahead and try and pass a concentration check so I can cast Dispel. Because I still have, after I cast this one, 4 more bolts. And that is altogether a 15. A 15. How convenient. And then they got to pass both those two, Rex Explosion and the Draco, have to go ahead and pass that 17 save of reflex. Or they take 12 points of electricity as thunder. The glory of Talos comes flying down. Good, yeah, okay.
No, I'm doing those saves. So 12? Or what'd you say?
12, yes.
12.
Didn't do much, but that's something.
That's 24 overall, the 2.
Right.
Rex is looking pretty rough, actually.
That piece of shit.
Even if I don't kill that dragon, I'll kill Rex.
Actually, between that was a pretty good chunk out of the dragon. Lizard Folk 3 is all that remains. Let's see, he's not very smart. I'm going to say he goes for you just because you're what he's been going for. Whiffer.
Good.
Whiffer.
Whammy!
Then we're back to the top with Rex. Can't really get a shot. He's pinned there. He'll try to move over, but he's only going to get 1 arrow off on you.
Only.
What a prick.
14 hit.
No.
Dragon's turn. And this is where I think it gets real rough for John, because he gets a full attack.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget that strength damage.
It's true.
It's 12 hit.
No.
And then everything... Holy shit. So that is minus that. That is only plus...
26.
It's a 9 hit.
Goodness.
Critical failure on the other wing. And I'm going to say because he doesn't get the tail attack. Literally a 3, a 2, then a 1.
Meant to be coming up here.
As his tail gets caught in the vines a little bit. It doesn't deal any poison damage to it, but he's just not able to after he got off balance. Big dog.
All right, I'm gonna do a 5-foot shift. Get over here. You said that my next concentration check's free, right?
Yep, and I think you're out of it anyway.
I'm gonna do a fireball back here and get both him and the dragon. That's a reflex of 16. Ooh, that was a nice roll. 25, 15, 20, 24, 27.
27.
Explosion. Explodes. Good.
You see Rex goes down.
That cuck has my bottle there.
And the dragon looks like it tries to avoid the brunt of it, but does take some solid damage. And that guy's dead, that guy's dead. It's up to you, big dog.
Easy. Easy. I give both of them attack of opportunity. Wait.
Do you?
I guess I'll try.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
you
'cause
would
I
right
was him.
there.
Can I do a tumble?
Yeah, do a tumble.
Do tumble? What you think? Think I'm going to get somewhere here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Do a tumble.
You're dexterous, like a
+2.
21.
21.
You're able to tumble.
Wow, I'll tumble
One more time against the one guy, but I was gonna say that's a big one for the dragon. He's got the hardest tumble to beat.
Oh, yeah. All right, so one more for the dragon?
No, one more for the lizard folk.
For the dude? Okay. And then 12, so he probably gets an attacky.
Misses.
All right, good. And then I got to do a concentration check because y'all know me. Still that same old G with a pillow key.
Nice.
Pass. And then they're going to have to go ahead and make that their reflex save. As this is my third bolt.
Lizard first.
No!
Dragon.
No, it's underneath that chair,
What's the
John.
save on that?
17. Thank goodness. A solid shit damage. 10.
10?
They're both of them, because they're both in a row for me. I honestly don't think I'm looking at that. It's medium range. I could do it in any 30-foot line. I didn't have to move at all. It doesn't have to emanate from me. That's alright.
Well, you just want to play hard mode. That's all
Lizard.
you.
If I win, I win. If I don't, I
Lizard
don't.
folk number 3.
Gets me?
Whiffer. Crit fails. He's pretty bad too. We'll say he steps on one of the vine thorns here.
Good.
With a nat 1. There happened to be one right there left.
Gets him in the neck. Oh, God!
Initial damage.
They're dangerous. Dies.
Strength damage. Oh wait, no, these are bigger ones. That's right. That's one more d6. Dies. I'll throw you a bone. I still think it's gonna be fucking rough.
Oh, no. And I want to make sure
Oh no, he says this is the dragon's turn.
What's it?
And his breath weapon is recharged.
Good.
Go ahead and reflex saves.
Good.
27.
27.
14.
Oh god. Here we go. Let's see. Oh,
Not enough. 3 sixes.
6. 12. 17, 20, 24 damage. You go ahead and take half. So 12.
Oh, I got evasion.
Oh, you got evasion? You
Yeah.
take no damage, big dog. 24. Coming at you.
Excellent. Negative 11.
Oh, no.
There we go.
Well, we'll see what we can do here. That's you?
Hell yeah.
I think this is still going to be rough for you. Oh, no.
Easy. You got this. Finish it off.
5-foot shift again. What do I want to... Well, I guess.
Better get something good.
Where did you... Yeah, come here, you slut.
Somebody knocked my bitch ass down.
We could do a good old lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt?
Reflex of... Yeah, it would be 16. Okay. 10, 13, 14, 16, 20.
20?
Mm-hmm.
20. That little twin. As you pass.
That's a solid hit. No, he did not. He rolled a 3. I've been rolling pretty shit. It's actually tougher than I meant it to be, but the dice are saving you. Is really what's going on.
It ain't over yet. He still has at least 50 more hit points.
How bad are you looking?
I'm just past... a little past bloodied.
You're a little past bloodied?
Yeah.
Oh, you could spare at least one more round. If not 3.
The dragon is actually going to turn, do one big jump and a flop, and plunge back into the water.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
The dragon looked incredibly rough after that last 20 hit. It's pretty much.
That was a pretty solid hit.
So it was really going to be, are you bloodied or not, and whether he's going to retreat. So when you said above bloodied...
Or you were just barely bloodied.
Yeah, just past it, like a couple of points.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I thought you were above bloodied.
Sorry if that wasn't clear.
You know what? Fine.
He stays and attacks.
He's going to stay in attack then if you're below bloodied. See if he can get you.
He thinks he can take you. Oh,
Whiffer. That was a big one too. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Oh, shit.
Does the 17 hit?
No.
Does the tail's even lower, I believe.
22.
Tail slaps. No, tail slaps the same. 22. Does 22 hit?
22 does hit.
It does hit. Get ready for this tail damage. Actually, max die. 9 damage.
Decent. Yeah. I'm not looking super happy.
So just finish him off, dog. This is it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know how much it matters if I move.
He has that 10-foot reach.
You can do a 5-foot shift, but
Do a 5-foot shift, and then I'm gonna do a range touch scorching ray on it.
scorching ray, concentration check.
Yeah.
Get it, boyo.
Okay. Doria! Nope, Doria failed me.
Did it really?
Yeah.
How far were you off?
It would have been a 10.
Really? This is where I'm at with it, because when I said you got the next one for free, you were out of range. So I think you actually cast it from
Oh, okay.
15 feet away. And I was going to say something then, but I was like, oh, I guess we only get a free one anyway. But I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Alright.
I'll get the door.
And that is
You guys ready?
range touch.
Range touch.
14.
Hits.
Alright. 46 of Foya. Foya! Ooh, let's see. 10, 11, 13.
You killed it.
Drops.
Yes!
He had after that last hit, he had exactly 10 left. So I was like, he's either going to see if he can burst you in one round, because he's prideful and thinks he can do it, but if you're not bloodied, he's fucking getting out of there. Yeah, his touch AC was 10.
Oh, okay. Well, they are big. I wasn't sure if it was one of those things where touch was going to be surprisingly good or surprisingly bad.
You dropping his strength by 3 helped. I think there was a lot of hits that would have hit if you would have done it. Plus, that's an extra 3 damage per bite, wing, tail. But I didn't, other than that last concentration thing, which I think was fair to give to you because the other one you had, you were outside of his threat range. I didn't pull any punches. That was,
I mean, that's
pretty tough.
Also,
let's make it interesting. I don't know if you have heals or not.
yeah, I was gonna say, do I know, like,
You know,
would my character know that if you have any potions on you or no?
I don't think I do.
Because I don't think I have.
you would know from your knowledge nature earlier that since he is a ranger, he likely knows how to heal. Rex does.
Explosion. That son of a bitch.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go over there and see what he has.
He is at. From what you can tell, he's breathing, but he's pretty steady. You took him to exactly 0.
Get some pizza if you want, though.
That's what I'm about to do.
All right, I guess I'll try to roll a heal to see if I can get him awake.
Yeah, no, you can go ahead and do that.
I mean, it's just a plus what? 12.
12. He's at 0. I'm going to say he's conscious.
Better convince him to heal me and not himself. Talus's fury reigns supreme.
Ooh, I have a good idea.
Well,
So, can I, not like fully do a spell, but could I use a Scorching Ray spell slot to just engulf my hand in a little flame and try to intimidate him?
well, friend, suppose this is it. Why don't you go ahead and finish me off?
I'll spare you if you help him up. There's
Another deal?
Yeah.
Well, friend,
And
As
we'll
a pair-
all, we'll all get out of here. We'll all get out of here.
You should have just kept that first
you
phrase.
drive a hard bargain. But given the situation and the fact that, looking at your hand, I kind of burned myself on the last deal. I am not too keen to cross you two fellers again and burn myself likewise. I do have 2 spells of the healing orientation. If you don't mind, I will cast the first one on myself, because I believe doing so may knock me down back below consciousness, thus forgiving myself any hope of saving your friend over there. But after that,
Do I know if that tracks? Does that sound logical for my character?
roll sense motive.
Yeah, senses motive. This lying piece of shit.
12.
You should just said you wouldn't have killed him. I'd get up.
That sounds perfect. From the state he's in, you feel like even him just moving, he's probably going to bleed out if he just did that.
I'll let him do that, but I'll still sort of ready myself in case of any.
You ready in
fuckery.
action if he does anything. Then, I suppose just enough. Now, I'm going to go walk over to your friend over there. I'm going to have to physically touch him to heal him. If you want to get in front or behind or wherever you want to stand, you choose. I'll walk. You tell me what to do.
All right, I'm gonna stand right here and watch him as he does it, and I'm gonna get ready. As soon as he's up, I'm blasting him with a scorching ray.
So good.
Go ahead and heal yourself for, let's see, that's only level 3. 7 hit points.
Excellent.
And I immediately
Negative 4.
Negative 4.
I'm still down.
Oh, so I still might need his help.
Whatever you gotta do, man.
Friend, that is all spell-wise that I have left. However, I am knowledgeable in martial medicine as well. I can try to revive your friend and get him to a more stable condition with that.
All right. Yeah, I'll still sort of be ready.
And gotta say, I do apologize about this. However, surviving out here in the green is not easy. And my choice with that lizard fella over there was either, of course, bring you gentlemen down here or die myself. As soon as you walked into his domain, he knew you were here. By the way, that rope you all put over there, I slit cuts in it going down. Don't try to climb up it. You'll fall right into those vines. Hang on, I'm under pressure.
You right. Not by me.
Go ahead and do saving throw.
Me? Alright. Which saving throw? What do you want?
Death throw.
Death throw? Okay. Oh, shit.
Yeah, because he didn't pass his first heal check.
Where's the tasty D hundo? Oh. Hitting away. Powering up. 50. -1. We'll take that -1.
There we go. As you come to zero consciousness. All right, friend, that is the limit of what I know how to do.
I'll call off my threatening. Thank you. I still think that...
Are we good, brother?
Alright, if you are cool with us...
He goes ahead and he grabs his quiver, slides it off to the ground. I am all ready to put this little misunderstanding behind us if you so choose.
Oh, I had such a strange dream. You were there?
Are you okay?
Yes.
Well,
feel a
do you
little weak.
have...
You were there? And... Wow, I'm gonna heal myself. Cure light wounds.
Weird.
Shit. But enough to be at 5 hit points. Those are the only ones I had ready.
This pizza's so good.
Isn't it really good? Oh, God.
Are you ready to loot a dragon?
Yes, this is perfect. And this was... Yes. Did you get the green dragon? Yeah, was that... What was that mark for you? Mine was green dragon.
I think they were either or.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay. Because the dragon mark that I have is, I believe, brass.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
So, gentlemen, just as another sign of my, call it, newfound passiveness that I may look to maintain for the rest of my days, I happen to be, while I was under the servitude of this big, terrible lizard, I happen to know a few things about this here lair. And in conclusion, another way out that does not involve us climbing up above those plants and the lair of its hoard.
That sounds pretty perfect.
Now, is there anything on the body right now that we can snag, or would the dragon really have much of anything on it?
Not really when it prepares for a fight. See, it does have a telepathy-like ability that it was feeding me instructions to ever since you happened to enter into its range. Kind of a setup from day one, leading you in here. So again, to apologize, I wish to put this whole situation behind us. But as we continue, you will find 3 rooms over this way, another tunnel, all connected by water, of course. This beast does love to swim. And actually, we can kind of push this, because I think we know everything here.
Yeah, we can start moving on
But
forward.
there is an underwater chamber leading to another part of the cave that is thus unreachable, which we do, again, we will have to go underwater for. But once you go in there, its horde is all right in there. I've seen him taking gems, items, whatever back there.
What was behind the smoke doors?
That was a whole bunch of just acid poison it had been filling itself with. The tracks were meant to lead you right up to it, so you opened it and just got a face full of that pungent stuff.
Smart.
Very smart.
Can I put my pizza down there?
Right there. That pizza's so good.
They are, call it a savant of ambushes. That son of a bitch would just sit all day talking about various plans, contingencies for when certain adventurers enter in. As you can see, these plants were strategically grown so the dragon could attack with its breath weapon from right here, and this thin cavern could then, of course, be filled up with his, little henchmen lizard folk, and me and myself would be kind of caught in the brunt of it. He was not too keen or particular to me, but saw what my talents could provide. So I do believe in that contingency. I was meant to get hit by that acid breath as well, but I was ready for it to be coming.
Well, I suppose the first things first. Let's get us a couple teeth. Let's go ahead and get them eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's go ahead and get some scales. You could probably help us with that.
I am your man.
That is what I like to hear.
I always like stories with some character development in them.
This is the redemption arc. Yeah, definitely. Let's go ahead and get the eyes. And let's get
You want him to harvest them for you? Or
we can assist
just help.
him. I mean, we can help him out, but I'm not really trained much in survival.
that is going to be a 23 overall for him.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and see if I can give him a plus a 2.
Survival is a check. I don't help at all.
I give him an easy plus 2. I got an 18 altogether.
Yeah, as he flips his knife around with that 25 overall, you get a keen sense for how to butcher beef. These guys no different. Hide's just a little tougher.
Let's get some
Eye
scales,
comes
too.
out perfectly done with the eye. Hands that to you. Other eye goes to you. How many teeth do you say you want? As the man looks like a dentist as he's...
At least 4 of the big ones.
4 of the biggest ones. That's right here. Left side, right side, bottom jaw, bottom jaw.
Perfect. Are you taking any of this or no? You tell me.
I'll take bottom jaw, you take top jaw.
Sounds good.
Take one eyeball, you take the other.
Yep.
I took the left eye.
Don't want to miss these as he goes up into the mouth. Here is its acid sac.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A pricey item if I do say so myself.
I'll write down acid sac. Do I have to write down the age of the dragon for the acid sac? Will that matter much?
Young.
Young. And then, what about some scales? Because Lord knows we can go ahead and make some dragon scale armor.
Yeah, I do have craft magic arms and armor, so that does seem decent.
Fairly big. I mean, he is, I think they're large sized at young.
Oh, yeah. Had to be 10-foot reach. He was,
And I'm small
he was
size,
large
so
now. Oh, my God.
Large size, so we'll say, why not? Exactly enough scales for 2 suits of armor, should you choose to craft them.
For 2 suits. And this is from a green dragon. That way we know what color the scale is going to be. Decent. Well, I suppose we can continue onward and find that horde.
Absolutely. Let me lead you to it.
Thank you.
Takes you around back this way. As you're going, he's literally deathly breaking the poisonous branches off and in front of you. And actually, you notice them as you're noticing them. They're starting to wilt and shrink as you speak. And if you guys were serious about that poison, you might want to start harvesting it now. In fact,
Let's do it now, please.
Let me go ahead and grab that for you. So he starts pulling them off deftly. How many is it that you said you need?
Oh, at least we already got the 5, so at least 10 more of these big boys.
I'll roll until he gets shit. He's rolling pretty good. Fine. We'll stop there. So you have a total of, you had 5 from before.
Yep.
That was 7 rolls before he kind of lost it there. So we'll say that is a total of 8 stacks that you've got instead of the, what was it, 4 that you needed? So you have twice as much?
5.
You needed 5?
Yep, so we got 3 extra stacks. Oh, the big ones.
3 extra stacks of the biggest poisonous, most poisonous vines that you have ever seen. Leads you through. You see 3 doors over to the left. It looks like, he goes, this was my chambers. This small chambers is where all those 3 unlucky lizard folks did reside. And the center chamber was for another person that did not quite appease Lord Lizard over there. And he is no more. I wouldn't imagine. I have no possessions in mine. It was not allowed that I kept anything other than my bow. I wouldn't think that it was much different for the lizard folk or the other gentlemen, but you're welcome to look in there if you want.
No. Here for the big boy stuff.
Exactly. You go through cavern much bigger. You can see this is where it's almost like a stack of different poisonous plants all laid up, all dried out now, but where the dragon laid. Where he really liked to rest. Over there is another pool, which you can all assume are connected. Further left, a path leads down where you can see more of the thick plants that are now even starting to wilt. And he goes, from what I could tell, he always took his treasure, went down here, and I could hear splashing and such over on this side of the wall here. Now, I don't know how you want to do it or how trustworthy you are of me at this point. I'd go first, I'd go middle, I'd go last. You tell me where to go, but I'm dead ass sure that his hoard lies right on the other side of that wall.
I'll go first. You can go in the middle.
In the middle, as it is.
Good.
If you would like to do a physical pat down of my person, you are more than welcome. Just don't do any weird stuff just to show you I'm harboring no weapons.
We'll trust you. For now.
Alright.
Dive in. When we do a swimmy swim or just gonna say we're okay?
You can do a swimmy swim, just don't embarrass yourself.
Mine's just a pure roll.
Good.
Nothing gets added to it.
23.
17.
He goes and you instantly get on the other side. As he goes through, it looks like he just gets caught on one of the old vines in the center. He's trying to pull himself. And you see that as you go through. You have no idea. You just haven't seen that he hasn't come
I'm looking
up
at
in a while.
the horde like, oh yeah.
I guess I'll try to help him.
You pretty much from there, you can just unwind his foot. And he goes, oh, friend, in my weakened state, I was unable to free myself from the clutches of that. I do thank you. It's mighty fine of you, especially after given our current history. As you look, this is indeed the dragon's hoard. Do you want to do some rolls for treasure at triple standard? So I'll give you a choice. We can either roll 3 challenge ratings up, or we do this challenge rating, we do triple standard.
What do you want?
Oh, wait, I got a better idea. How about we do 1d6 challenge ratings up?
Okay.
You feeling that D6? You got it? You got the super balance. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. 1d6 challenge up.
Let's do it.
4.
Okay.
Good.
Give me that DMG.
That DMG.
And then obviously it wouldn't really affect what we roll for, but my character would specifically be looking for scrolls and anything with arcane, like spell books, scrolls, etc.
Alright, who wants the first roll here? Oh shoot, that's right, I gotta look in here first. What is it, 56? I think it's page 56.
D hundo?
Oh yeah, we're looking at those D hundo.
Alright, I have to do it on this.
It's 54, 52.
What are you?
So what is his challenge rating actually?
Alright, I can't even really tell with this one. Regular D-hundos. Booyah! That is a 38.
38 on the first. So go ahead and roll 4d6, good sir.
4d6. 12, 16, 17.
12, 16, 17. That is 2,000 gold pieces. Go ahead and bump
Okay.
you up there.
That +4 is also for experience for level, right?
Just found 2,000 gold, 1,000 each.
Oh, thank God. Good. This is the beginning of the horde.
And I'm not going to have you roll for it just because it's a green dragon, but I'll boost it for you since I'm not allowing you to get that sweet art because green dragons cover emerald gems above anything else.
Oh, nice. That makes sense.
So we will do that. That is 24 gems
12 each? Of the emerald variety?
of the emerald variety.
12 emeralds.
Right. And then that last... Oh, shoot, it's right here. That last D-hundo.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Moment of truth. With an F. It wanted to be glory. 21.
21.
25.
Dance around 90s, 80s. Get nothing.
2. Alright. Wondrous items.
Nice.
Cloak of the Bat.
Goddamn right.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I missed that thing. That thing hasn't came up in a minute.
That's true.
Go ahead, and who wants the first roll?
John, of course. I
Okay.
just rolled. You know. You
D-hundo?
Oh, you
Do it.
goddamn know, dog. Sex.
6? Yeah?
Dust of Tracelessness.
Ooh, that'll be good.
Uh-oh.
Got it.
And roll knowledge or arcana. If you get high enough, I'll say you can identify these items.
Oh.
Okay. 26.
Yep.
Roll me that D-hundo. Give me that D-hundo.
Give him that D-hundo.
Roll this big boy. Come on. Give me something sick. Sick. Of course. Sick. Give me that sick.
47.
47.
Close a bet.
Eyes of the Eagle.
Ooh.
So dust of tracelessness, normal seeming dust is actually magic powder that can conceal the passage of his possessor and his companions. Tossing a handful of dust in the air causes up to 100 square feet of floor space to become as dusty and dirty as cobweb laden as if it had been abandoned and dissed for a decade. It also erases any evidence along a trail, as many of a dozen men and horses to be obliterated. As if they'd never passed through that way. Also, dusts are instantaneous. Survival checks made to track a quarry across an effective area have a DC 20 higher than normal. So if it's a 15, it's a 35. And then you got the eagle eyes. Eyes of the eagle. Eagle eye. Good. That's like right here. Eyes of the eagle. These lenses grant a +5 bonus on spot checks. Wearing only one of the lenses causes the character to be dizzy and stunned for 1 round. The wearer can use a single lens without being checked as long as they cover their own other eye. Of course, you can remove a single lens and see it every time, or wear both lenses to avoid dizziness.
Dang, so +5 on spot as long as I'm wearing my goggles, huh?
Mm-hmm.
By golly.
Or you could both do it. It's just anytime you make a spot check, you gotta say, I close one eye.
That's true.
And just because I saw it there and it makes perfect sense, and it's right here, you also find an elemental gem.
Ooh. You want to hold on to that, Mr. Arcane?
Okay. What element is it? Or just elemental gem?
This gem, air, earth, fire, or water. I'm going to say water. When the gem is crushed, smashed, or broken, a standard action, a large elemental appears as if summoned by a summon nature ally spell. The elemental is under the control of the creature that broke the gem. The coloration of the gem varies with each type. Air elementals are transparent. Earth elemental gems are light brown. Fires are reddish orange. And water are a blue-green. Which, of course, is why the green dragon has it.
Nice.
Decent.
That seems...
So if you need some backup, just...
Crush this, and at least we don't gotta snort it.
Oh.
And somebody roll me a d30, because I do feel like that was just a tad
Me
bit
to roll this one?
lackluster. I want to see if we end up getting any more.
I got it. 22 with luck.
22 with luck. Let's go ahead and give you... Okay, so we can either do a... If I want to do a medium, it might be a bit much. We can either do 2 mediums, or I can go through and I'll do a random roll on some of the other pages that we don't touch, and I'll do 4.
Let's do randomness in the pages we never touch.
I like that idea.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
So go ahead and roll a d10.
Go ahead, sir. You get this one.
Okay.
Could be glory.
3!
Get something horrible.
3. So that we have weapons, armor. What comes after that? I think it's rings.
Ooh, rings.
I wouldn't mind a ring.
Rings are decent.
Actually, it is
A wand.
potions and oils.
Gross.
Hey, there's some good ones on there.
Go ahead and roll a d-hundo.
32.
You find a potion of displacement.
Ooh, that's decent.
And then big dog, d10.
D10er. Coming hot. You get fucked, you motherfucker. You some bitch jumping out of that whore. 9! 9! 9!
2,
Artifacts.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so 10, 9. Go ahead and this is actually going to end up being good for you.
Maybe. D-Hundo, here it comes.
Yeah, d-hundo.
I know it's what you want. Is it shit?
14.
14.
That is Necklace of Fireballs Type 7.
Oh, good.
And then D10.
10.
So you can choose what you want to roll with that. You can either do medium wondrous item or the highest table from wands, weapons, armor, potions, rings, rods.
Rods are huge. Rods, rings. But it's up to you, whatever you want your character to have. That 10 solid.
And for lesser items, like for potions that only go up to like 3,000, I'll let you roll twice if you want. If you choose something that has...
There you go. Or double what you get.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it has to be either
wand.
ring or rod.
Up to you, man. Whatever you want. They had some glory on both those.
I gotta go ring.
There it is.
Ring?
I'm going to roll a 10.
Alright, go ahead and roll it. This one, rings get pretty pricey, so you don't get 2.
Oh yeah, there's no way.
Booyah!
73?
Woo! Ring of Fire immunity. He's gonna look it up first before he says the name
This
out
might
loud.
have been too much.
It's too late now.
It really is, too. I shouldn't have said highest table before looking at some of these sons of bitches.
Oh yeah, especially for them rings. What you do is have him roll, and then you pick
He
whichever
rolled
one's
a
the
d10
nicest.
for it, though. Alright. I give too much. This is... You find a ring of shooting stars. So the ring has 2 modes of operations, being in shadowy darkness or outdoors at night, and a second one where it is underground or indoors at night. During night in the open sky or in areas of shadowy darkness, ring of shooting stars can perform the following functions: dancing lights once per hour, light twice per night, ball lightning special once per night, or shooting stars 3 per week. The first special function, ball lightning, releases 1 to 4 balls of lightning, up to the wearer's choice. These glowing globes resemble dancing lights, and the ring wearer controls them in the same fashion in the dancing light spell. The spheres have a 20-foot range and a duration of 4 hours. They can be moved at 120 feet per round. Each sphere is about 3 feet, and any creature who comes within 5 feet of the charge, and one of it causes the charge to dissipate, taking electricity damage in the process that the number of the balls is created. So which is, if you do 4 balls, it's 1d6 per ball. If you do 1 giant lightning ball, it'd be 4d6 per ball that you do. And once the ball is activated, multiple session special function can be released from the ring each week simultaneously or one at a time. They impact for 12 damage, spread in a 5-foot radius, and spread for a 5-foot radius in the sphere for 24 points of fire damage. Any creature struck by a shooting star takes full damage from impact plus full fire damage from the save, unless it makes a DC 13 reflex save. Jesus, this thing's a book.
Oh,
Range is 70 feet. Shooting star must always be in a straight line, and it must take a straight path and the creature must make a save or be hit by the projectile. Indoors at night or underground, Ring of Stars has the other following thing. So if you're underground or indoors at night, fairy fire twice per day or spark shower.
Fairy fire. I knew it.
Jesus, I'll just tell you to fucking look up at the table
Oh, good
on that.
God.
There's a whole bunch.
D10?
D10.
3.
3, so that is weapons, armor. I think that's fucking potions again.
Potions.
No, wait, no, that's... Was that specific weapons? That is specific weapons.
Oh, good.
Right, because I think I counted that. I think I counted potions.
You did now. D-hundo?
D-hundo.
So nasty.
Oh, God. No!
It still counts. It's still going. 28.
28. You find slaying arrow greater. +1 arrow is keyed to a particular type or subtype of creature. If it strikes that creature, it must make a DC 20 fortitude save or die. Note that in creatures that normally accept for fortitude save, undead or constructs are subject to this attack.
What's the DC? DC 24?
DC 20.
Alright.
To determine the subtype of the creature, a roll is allowed on the previous table.
D-hundo.
D-hundo.
Where's that D-hundo at? That order. Hidden. Out of 49.
49.
Dragons.
Humanoids, gnomes. All right, and then I think we got one more, right? Or was that it?
I think that was 4, but if you want to give us one more,
Was
I'm
it
sure
4?
John will roll it.
Yeah, I thought you said it was
So
4.
we did the potion, we did the shooting stars, and we did the slaying arrow. What was the other one?
Your
Next
shooting
fireball,
stars?
type 7.
Oh, yeah, it was Nicholas Fireball. Okay. That should be good.
Plenty. I'll make sure to get my bottle of air back.
Of course.
That's good stuff. That was decent.
If you could give me that slaying arrow.
Sure. Well, I suppose we can start heading back now. We got everything we really needed. But you said there was another way out, right?
There is. We can either cut our way through the branches or go back in this little water thing here. And instead of going back that way, we go up this way. We'll take a breath, go back down and keep going. And there's a little small pathway leading out rather than trying to climb up that 15-foot cliff.
Let's do it.
Swim, we'll just do one swim check. But
Oh, goodness, 21.
it takes you a little longer, but you're good. What you see is it's covered up just by a bunch of ferns and other stuff, but it looks like the dragon could barely squeeze through it if it needed to, but it's just a path that goes gently back up to the surface, and it's right behind a huge redwood surrounded by ferns. It really would be hard to see if you were just kind of going around. And if you look back 50 feet of you, you can see where all the different poisonous plants were slowly
Withering away.
withering away.
All right, let's go get our poisons that we went and saved. Our little 5 over there. Perfect. So we got our 3, and then we get the 5 that we needed. And then a deal is still a deal. What do you think?
Well, it did help us get the horde. It did help us get out.
A deal is still a deal. Safe passage will be granted to you.
I appreciate it. You are certainly some kind folk. I can't say that I would have been as accepting of my previous altercations.
No. We all make mistakes, but we must learn from them.
Pretty sure you fellers came from about this way. Granted, I do not know where you are kind of landed at here outside, but I could try to help lead you best I can.
Sure. When we roll survival with him. I doubt he'll need the help, but still. Oh, God. 23.
23. I think you actually beat him even with his circumstantial bonus. He rolled really low. This way?
Let's rock.
Starts leading you out, and you notice even the trees themselves are starting not to wither, but just shrink. As if just the dragon's presence at all was what's really controlling this just huge swath of land with all the foliage is just nearly, not twice the size, but 20 to 30% larger.
See the power of the dragons. Can harness
Oh,
this.
shoot, that's what I was going to say, too.
This is important. We're going to do good here. How many dragons do we have to kill again? Each?
5, I think.
I think it was 5, total of 10.
Does at least killing the one give us some relief?
No. You did nothing.
It does not burn as bad right now.
Yet. 9 more to go. Maybe that's what that 5 is for. They got them right next to each other. That's alright. Where'd we get this quest from?
So, I don't even know. I'm pretty sure it's in the Bellows.
I'm pretty sure. That'd be the only place where we get the quest from. Unless somebody just randomly said, yeah, there's some poisonous plants in there.
Go get them.
Go check it out. Thanks, buddy. It's alright, we'll figure it out.
So the other thing that you did see in the horde, and you can say if you took it or not, but in the center it looked like to be an older dragon skull, and stuck through it was a purely non-magical but completely mithril sword.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have to take it.
Have to take it. Mithril sword. I'm writing it down. Of course I would take that mithril sword. Might not use it.
We'll say you took time to pull it out. That was going to be a strength check, but it is
I'll roll that change check if you want.
non-magical but completely mithril. That's just sticking like dead through it.
Decent. Probably fetch a pretty price. Not my preferred weapon. Talos guides these javelins that I still haven't used yet. But the lightning storm was worth it.
That's true. That's real talk.
Real talk. True story.
Okay, so you guys make your way out. With those rolls and his assistance, you get pretty dang close to where you landed at.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to really I can think of that we need in the green unless we keep hunting dragons. But that was rough as fuck.
Now, was that probably just one dragon for the whole forest, or one dragon for his little corner of the forest?
That was his tiny course. That was a bitch dragon. We took it out just the two of us. There ain't no way. We can roll that Arcana if you want us to, but I'm pretty sure that he
I
just
can
had
assure
a square
you,
mile.
After looking at some of the other beasts that he met with, this was certainly a whelp in training for the vast majority part of this here large jungle. Many other horrors lurk far worse than what we just experienced.
So, how long? I mean, it hasn't been nearly enough long for him to repair the ship. Correct?
You're right.
We go back to the ship, we rest up, and then we go back in there. Because what else are we going to do here until the ship can fly?
You're right. We can search for another one.
We could do even a perimeter walk just to see around the edge of the forest and look in and see if there's anything else intriguing to go in and get. We don't necessarily have to be in the deepest, dankest parts.
So I can tell you from experience, if that is what we're looking to do, and in which case I do need a sabbatical simply to regain my strength. But these creatures are extremely, shall we call it, hierarchically sorted. See, the greens, they have to interact with each other. They're always tricksing, scheming, trying to figure out a way to get a leg up. Because greens know other greens, they pretty much know that's going on. So they meet somewhat regularly and are extremely territorial. If one dragon had a hold over a certain part of the forest, another one does not come into there without first talking to Sir Dragon, even if it's a little bit above it on the totem pole here. For the most part, I've never met them, but there is one massive green dragon that pretty much rules over this entire forest. Any ongoings, causes, heck, even parties thrown by smaller green dragons must get the okay of, let's call him Big Green. But you can assume that not only are the other greens not too concerned about what happened today, actually probably a little bit happy that another piece of territory just got eaten up. Forest is quite large, but they like having their own spot. They don't want another green meddling in their affairs. They pretty much just meet up to know what each other is doing, and then from that, they do not ever have any friendly visits, as we call it. But this place is seeping with them. Greens love a forest, and this is the biggest, brightest forest around.
Bet you the weaker ones are closer to the outskirts.
I would make such an assumption. They say Big Green's somewhere in the middle.
his hoard in the middle of the forest. That's where the best stuff is. That makes sense. Your assumption was correct at first. Should have known. Yes.
I still need a decent amount of healing too. So
Correct. We can go back, rest. I can prepare the spells and blow a bunch of spells for the day, and just heal us all up.
and then just one additional night.
Just rest one more night. Yeah. I think that might be the best.
Because we can at least drop off the poison stuff and rest stuff.
Correct. Leave all the stuff and.
I do have given some rest, a few spells that I can procure too to get us back into fighting shape. I will say you are crazy sons of bitches if you want to go after another green.
Of course.
Well, while we're here and we have nowhere else we can go, plus, the more you can get your counter down
That's right.
right now.
Is that so? Did you say it has to be green or brass, or I have to kill green and he has to kill
Green
brass?
or brass, as far as what. Basically,
that
I
goes
did
down
that
for
because
both of
from
us.
where you guys were at, your god was chaotic evil, but I didn't think you were evil. So I kind of set it up to where if you want to go the evil side, you can go out and kill good dragons.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
If you want to go the good side, you can go out and kill evil dragons.
Because either way, it's probably good for that blue dragon.
Blues
guy.
hate greens and they hate brass. And they hate any other good too, but their most hated are brass because they share a territory with them, so they really fucking hate brass dragons. But blues are just completely tactical. They love to fight and figure out fights, and greens just scheme. They lay blues will lay an ambush too, but greens it's like they never engage in just like strategic or hunting activities or really go into a battle. Greens, basically, they'll try to surprise you. If they can't do that, they'll take off and they'll figure out some other way to trick you into doing something stupid or scheming and stuff, and it pisses them off just to see a dragon trying to use its wits rather than its brute strength to kill something. So, blues don't really like greens.
Well, good. One notch down on the counter. Nothing more to go. We can drop off all this dragon stuff. Let everyone know the great news.
Is there anywhere on the ship as kind of a workspace? 'Cause I have my kit, but is there a decent amount of room to start working
God damn, we'll make a space.
on things? Because do have gold and treasure to spend on making something. Could at least start fashioning something.
Start something. That's true. What are you gonna make?
There is, in fact.
Because we do have both enough.
Yeah, there's rooms for everybody, and then the back room, I think, is just storage right now. But that could be storage on... It's pretty big. So you could store stuff on one side and then do a bench or something in there.
I might try to set something up and then just set up my my tools. My alchemist's lab stuff. And at least try to come up with a halfway decent workstation.
Suppose we could do that while we're all healing up. So does everybody agree with
And
healing on the ship and then going back in?
Yeah, I could spend a day and just get all my 3rd and 2nd level spells as healing, and then we can just heal up real quick.
Because I have craft arms and armor.
Nice.
I don't know what I could make for myself that's to be able to wear and then cast.
Yeah,
But I figure if I was able to make something rudimentary, it would at least give us some acid protection.
That's true. Make a shirt.
Or just, even if it's just 1 deep, just 3 or 4 points, it'd still be
Correct. Yeah, something nice like 5 points. Yeah, because you can make me a nice little booby plate. Make me that damn breastplate, dog. I have that green dragon scale.
Do you want to homebrew or do you want to...
Well, I'll end up homebrewing whatever you do, but I'll say if you're going to work on that, go ahead and roll your craft. And we'll see how good you do on the first one. Because I do think the way they make you take for fucking ever to do it is a little bit...
It's rough.
It's really rough, and I think it's cool. Especially in small ones like this. Like, if we're doing a big group one where it's like everybody's trying to do that, I think it's a little overwhelming. But if this ends up just being you guys...
Would want to be powerful, or at least a little bit.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
All right. Craft. 28.
That's pretty fucking good.
Oh shit.
And that I'll do the 28 for his. What would be good?
Breastplate, yeah, that'd probably be the best option.
Type thing.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you that would probably take up the whole time of resting until.
So
leave.
I'll say you do. We'll just kind of run it loose rules. I don't want to make anything too hard set. But that 28, that's a fucking high roll. I'll say you get almost halfway done on it. So if you do another full day and you get a ridiculously high roll like that, you might have it ready for him to go out in.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try one more roll.
Right.
And I think it's going to take multiple days to heal everybody up anyway because...
Probably. Yeah, because I got cure moderate wounds. Do I have cure criticals? I guess I could.
23.
Decent.
23? That's pretty dang decent. I'm gonna say let's run like you can take one more day. The ship's not gonna be fixed anyway. Basically, you just barely don't complete it. So you can either go out now with everybody fully healed or take an extra day of crafting just to finish it up for them if you want.
Take an extra day of crafting. I make sure to create some food for everybody.
Last one? 24.
24.
And then aside from the scales itself, what else do you want it to cost?
Scales itself. I would say just do like 100 gold, just to say like you melted down metal or something like that. But I think it's kind of lame to do anything other than that. Are you going to get really into crafting different stuff?
A few different things, yeah.
Probably
yeah.
the dragon stuff.
So this is what I'm going to say. When you craft stuff, it's going to be the materials that you gather from like killing a dragon or something like that are going to be the base of it. If you're going to do anything magical with it where you really want an effect, it's going to take essence, so it's going to be a magical creature. So if you happen to be like a dragon, we'll say that gets you some essence. The better the creature, the better the essence. But it could be like, you know, you fight a dire bear. That's not going to have any magic essence, but it'll have a bear hide, and you'll have that material. But if you go and kill like a wyvern or some other thing that has some type of essence.
Would there be a way to use one of the dragon eyeballs as essence?
Pretty much, yeah. So I'll say with this dragon, you could sacrifice. Let's say you use. You could use both eyeballs for essence. We'll keep track of it like that, so it has some type of magical effect.
Yeah.
But just so you know, like regular old like owlbears, stuff like I guess owlbears are slightly magical, but like regular old animals that are just like exist, you can get materials from them, but not magic essence.
Okay.
Magical beasts, you might be able to dig some materials from, but definitely get magical essence. And then there's some like a dragon where it's the best of both worlds.
Because we do have those fangs and those two eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's turn it all into essence unless you want to use it for something
So
else.
you get your top fangs in an eyeball, and I get the bottom fangs in an eyeball for mine.
Yeah.
That way it's split in power for each. And then mine, I don't know what you would allow for me to be able to wear. It wouldn't give as much AC as him because it would have to be like.
All right, so let's do this, and this is how it's going to work. So you'll roll when you initially start. I'll have you roll one check.
Okay.
That is going to depend on how good this armor is. So if you roll really good, it's going to be like you make a good job. All subsequent checks are just going to be like, hey, from there, how much longer does this fucking take to make?
Gotcha.
You rolled initially, really, I think you rolled like a fucking 28. So this first set's going to be pretty dang decent.
Good.
And then the only other thing I would say is sometimes there might be like a monetary cost for any unnatural components. Like if you're making a sword, you might need like metal for a hilt, but that'll be I can just say that costs gold pieces, like you melt down gold to put it in there, or, you know, if you need, hey, I'm making some type of magical steel net, well, you need steel.
Yeah.
It's for something, so you might have to go to like an adventurer's store for that.
Or we use steel we got.
Or you use the scrap that you have sitting around there too. But just parts like that. But for this, you get it done. You use magic essence for it, as well as dragon material. So it'll depend. Like, obviously, a great worm, if you kill that, it's going to be fucking really good. This is pretty decent just being a dragon and great materials and with that check anyway. I will say that breastplate gives you the standard armor bonus of breastplate.
Yep, +5. Yep.
But you get 10 acid resistance.
Awesome.
And then an additional +2 to save fortitude saves when overcoming poison or disease.
Nice. Awesome.
What else do green dragons have?
You should give him a venomous bite attack.
God damn it.
A venomous bite attack? But green dragons don't have venomous bite attacks. Also, I will say you can swim perfectly in this armor.
Awesome.
So you never fail it's not that you have a swim speed, but you never fail a swim check.
Perfect.
If that ever happens to come into play.
Oh, it will.
So I'll help you tank some acid.
Thank goodness. I'm gonna need
Tank
those,
acid, tank
'cause I ain't
poison.
passing no reflex saves. I got an idea. I have a spell. Speak with dead. Go talk to that dragon, or at least the corpse, and it's gonna have some information on the dragons around it. Hey, where is the closest dragon that's nearly the same strength as you? This way, instead of being an arrow let loose in a random direction, we can have a target. I think that's the best. It's gonna get a will save, so it could fail. But I mean, that sounds like a great idea.
It's not going to take you that long. I think, what is it, a 3-hour trek there, 3-hour trek back?
Not bad. We start early. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, that
I
seems
think-
decent.
I think that sounds like one of the best ideas. Because he's gonna have knowledge. They're social creatures, I've heard. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for that trip.
Alright, so your armor's made. Everybody's healed up. I'll get a rough idea of how I want to... And we can take this off. I might have to try to draw a new thing for our next encounter.
You're right. How late you want to go, Doug? 1 o'clock?
It's up to you guys. I'm still somewhat vigorous. Like, I'm not 100%, but I'm also not crashed either.
I still have energy.
I just drank that full fucking bang. I also took a pretty good nap after not fucking sleeping all day. Oop, there's something in there.
Decent naps are always decent. Oh, that Raven Feeblement.
Alright, so you're going to go ahead and draw up a new map?
I probably would just use paper rather than this.
Oh, that's fair.
Just because that's almost too big.
Oh, it's almost too big.
Ooh, that feels good.
Oh, whip up the pistachios. We haven't had any of them damn pistachios. They're so good, though.
Alright. So, you guys heal up and set out as newfound friends. What level are you guys?
6.
Oh, what about EXP for that dude?
Are you trying to level up mid-session?
Every time.
Let's see if you get to level up mid-session.
This way we can take a bigger monster on.
That is a 29.
Minus your luck, 28.
Oh, minus luck would be 25.
25.
Oh, shit.
So thank God I rolled high.
What is that for you guys? Because there was There's plenty of traps. I guess there was only one big trap, but actually two, because that one guy cut the. That was, I don't know if you guys noticed it or not. As you were going down, I was like, sleight of hand to cut that rope. Freaking 18 as you guys were already down there.
Trusted him completely.
Did you really? I felt like there was a pretty good hint that. Not a hint. I was trying not to drop him, but he rolled like a 22 on line. You rolled like a 4 on sense motive.
Yeah. You got me beat.
I felt like you guys were weary of him though.
Slightly, but not.
I would say after you got there and he's like, "Oh yeah, look at how thick these are." You were like, "Oh yeah."
Sold.
Sold American.
Didn't take long.
But honestly, he was not too keen on doing it. It was just he found himself in a very terrible situation.
Yeah.
What was I just doing? Oh yeah, that's what it was.
EXP.
Yeah, I was looking up the EXP.
You seen how many levels we get?
It's treasure.
It's gonna be like not even on the chart.
So I think these guys are treasures. Where's the chart?
Has that one bitch on it. In that blue dress.
Yeah, there she is. 38. And then those info really didn't do too much. The actual setup of it, traps. I'll bump you up one. What level are you guys? 6?
Yeet.
That is 5,000.
That I think pretty sure that levels me up.
Where you at? 28,000 or 18,000?
Yeah, 18,000.
So we got what, 5?
Well, I think that splits. 55 is actually what it has. But I think you have it, so that would be
2750.
2750. I think you level at 21 too.
2,750.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 2750. Yeah, I don't think we leveled.
Oh yeah, that's literally 250 short.
Sorry, you guys
Nice.
don't level. Should have killed another enemy. Goddamn, I know one we can kill.
Actually, it's another. I think it's literally actually another 450 on it, because that's 3 CR1s for the lizard folk. Which actually I think probably CR2, but I'm calling them CR1s. So go ahead and level.
Well, what's
So go
the?
straight 21.
Yeah, just go all the way to the next level.
Oh shit.
The gracious Koshar god.
Well, if you just do the single monster, you split it up, and then you had 3 lizard folk, another dude, 2 traps.
Let's see, how much hit points do I get? Oh, Juan. Just one more. Just one.
And let's go ahead and write out.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
What do I get for my next level of Dragon Rider? Alright. I would get a bonus feat.
Con.
My base attack goes up.
Yeah, good.
Good.
Alright. I get mounted spellcasting.
2 saves the same. Yeah, my fortitude and reflex go up. My fortitude and will. Fuck that reflex.
Didn't even want it.
We're gonna have to make you watch that prospect.
One day.
Did you get to Pedro Pascal's character when you watched it?
Yeah, they were landing. They were trying to land because shit was going wrong. And I think he was trying to aim the lander.
I don't think you got to him yet.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get to. They're apparently a badass that I did not get to.
I think you maybe got about 20 minutes in then, because I think he pops up about 30 or 40 in.
Dang, so close. So whenever we get ready, next dragon we slay, let's take them all. Let's take a thigh bone or something ridiculous from it and turn it into a javelin for me. A returning one. This way I won't need to keep all these javelins on me. Excellent. So now my javelin does 1d6 plus 4. And then another d6 of shock damage. Yes.
See, I don't think I've ever traded names with you gentlemen. The name's Colpus.
I am Zook.
Zook?
I am
Zook.
Heim Sky.
I'm Sky. As long as we're doing surnames, it's Colpus Honeypine.
Sculpus Honeypine.
Colpus.
Colpus.
With the C. It's like you took the word Pascal and switched it around.
Colpus the Traitor. Excellent.
Ooh, I have to choose two.
Sorry, I'm actually working for this other green dragon.
That's exactly right.
So that I can kill this one and lead him to you.
That's exactly what I was waiting for. Came to me in my dreams, gave me an offer I just couldn't refuse. Alright, you son of a bitch. You fooled us twice already.
So to let you know, everything, a lot of what I said was actually true. Did crash land here. Did have somebody go on a death mission above the green, which I suspected would end terribly. I did survive because I was in the lower part of the ship. Among trying to survive out here, which is very difficult, I happened to run into the likes of Sir Green Dragon there, which he referred to himself as Lord Leducus. He is now dead. I thank you much for that, as servitude to him was quite shitty.
Sounds like it. Now you're working with much better people.
Agreed. You could have left that at now you're working with people. And I would have been quite happy.
Ooh, I get some level 4 spells.
Yes.
Okay. Have to do it.
Well, if we're fighting with dragons, I guess I better go ahead and get some goddamn dragon shit.
And for meta, Colpus is a ranger. He's going to have a decent survival skill that I have written out for you. It has a higher bonus in the green. I have a few. He has 3 spells that he can cast for you, and then he did take favorite enemy dragon, which only makes sense. So
Makes sense.
but that is his benefit. Level 4.
Oh, shoot, I should do hit points.
I'm gonna be for some.
Or of the sun.
Jesus. 16 cons. That's 11 at first level. There's 20 plus 30 traits. 8. Jesus. 8. Fuck. Oh! 19. How many hit points do you have, John?
51.
Oh,
Good
okay,
God,
so
I got 47.
Do you not have any?
I've been rolling d10s. Oh, my con's 0.
Yeah,
and I rolled a 1.
my con is decent, so. Yeah, plus 2. So.
Decent.
Opus is not bad in the hit point department. I rolled a 16 for his con, and then two max d8s and a 3.
Oh, God.
So
That's awesome. Need that.
so he's sitting at fucking 39 at level 4. Is that right? Yeah, because he only missed out on 5 hit points, and max would be 44 that he could get.
Decent.
I'm rolling like a fiend over here.
Doomtide. Oh. Dragon Blight.
Does anyone want to know my 2 spells I chose, or do you want it to be...
Complete surprise, dude.
Okay.
I want to know. I want you to tell him. Otherwise, you don't get him. I'm the DM.
Oh.
Ruin his surprise.
I'm sad now.
I took magic missile and maximized magic missile.
Oh, damn. Energy Vortex. If you're willing to take the damage yourself, you deal twice as much damage. 1d8 points of damage plus 1 point per caster level. As a 4th level spell. What the fucking bullshit is that?
That's 2d8 plus 14.
That ain't shit.
You got divine spells, or what do you got?
Divine spells, cleric, stormlord.
Oh, he has his own spell list?
No, just clerics. But clerics.
That's pretty good. You get that blade barrier. Oh, shoot.
Uh-oh. Now I gotta touch a creature.
Oh.
A fist-sized chunk of brimstone. I don't think we got that right now. Oh, God. No vulnerabilities. Greater magic weapon. Oh. Oh. Neutralize poison. That's decent.
It's so good.
Pronouncement of fate. To invoke this spell, you speak the name of an offense that the target has committed. You struck me. You then speak the inevitable doom that will fall upon her as a result of her transgression. An affected target takes -4 penalty on attack rolls, damage rolls, saving throws, and checks for the duration of the spell. Round per level. If the offense you named was committed against you personally, the target also has a 50% chance of losing all her actions on their turn for the duration of the spell. Oh my god. Yeah. Permanent until discharged. Shape metal. OD.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Uh-huh.
What's your sadness level?
Rising.
Oh, he's getting sad.
No, I tired this one.
It's crazy how fast that comes up.
Uh-huh.
One living humanoid or animal. Oh, so close. Channeling hatred and spite, the caster calls upon dark power to give the subject a massive heart attack. The subject suddenly drops to -8 hit points, then -9 hit points at the end of this round. Somebody has to heal him, otherwise, at the end of the next round, the subject reaches -10 hit points and dies. Has to have a drug component.
What's the target? Humanoid or?
Humanoid. Has to be one living humanoid or animal. God damn, just summon
Fortitude save?
Fortitude. Summon bearded devil.
Good God.
Those guys are tucks. Even better, a hound archon. Of course, they're good. Swarms. Why haven't we been using swarms? Clearly, they're the apex creature we've noticed. Pests.
Not
They really
against, not against dragons.
They don't get that breath all the time, but you are right.
You need to do a swarm of rats, so they might get filth fever.
That's it.
Mummy swarm.
That's the one.
Mummy rat.
One of these that's another character I want to play is Were Rat.
You got a bug on your hat.
Oh,
A were-rat, huh?
yeah, that'd be pretty fun.
Alright, that's what we'll do tomorrow. I get to do the Kutoa, that divine Kutoa,
This guy.
and you get to be a were-rat.
And then my main purpose is not to turn other people into lycanthropes, but use my bite tune to do filth fever.
God damn, you folks.
I'm gonna look up that fucking Kutoa class.
Look at that Kutoa. This is some bitch. God damn it. You are already a fucking trying to be a lich. You already got that going on.
Well, that just means, if you give a mouse a cookie, he's gonna want more.
You son of a bitch. Well, I don't have the heart of a dwarf child, so I can't use that one. Dude, the anti-dragon aura, man. All targets gain +2 luck bonus on attack to armor class and on saving throws against the attack spells and special attacks of dragons. You have to have platinum though. Yeah. What y'all think? We gonna call it for the night? It is almost 1:30.
I can try to push through it. Everyone wants to keep going, but I don't think, for what I had prepped, the next encounter is not going to be, I think, as well thought out as that. So I will have time to do more of a prep. But depending on how this goes, this might actually, basically all depends on if you get that Speak with Dead to work or not.
Yeah.
Because if you do, you're probably going to have a fucking...
Yeah, because I can ask him 7 questions now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably have a well thought out version of the layer to where it might just be a quick go in there and actually fight one-on-one before you can ambush or plot anything. But we'll see. But if it's not, then I'll have to plan up something because Green's just
All ambush. Attack.
love to ambush. Black dragons do too, but they're not as well thought out as green dragons. The other thing I was looking at too is, I don't know if it says that in Monster Manual, but shoot, beholders. Literally, it says if there's a situation that can arise, they have thought it out.
Oh yeah, it's wild. Looking at the beholders.
So it's literally supposed to be like whatever you do, they're like, oh, okay, this is the way that you want to. They have a plan for literally every possible situation, and that's how you're supposed to play those guys.
Couple holders.
So I can do a little bit more.
I'm feeling pretty cooked.
You're feeling pretty cooked.
I'm feeling pretty cooked.
Okay. I'm
So it might be about that time. This way you can get something ready and prepared. Who knows? Maybe it'll roll real good. Maybe
What are we doing this tomorrow? What are we doing tomorrow?
I mean, I wouldn't mind playing this tomorrow too, just because we got a little bit of momentum from tonight. You know.
It's true.
I mean, depending on who else shows up,
Might be able to convince the cucks to come out. Too. Maybe. Who knows?
Because that's what I was wondering. I know Matt was trying to run.
Yeah. Well, he has said that before. And then not showed up.
I do like my index cards and spell choosing.
That is
and
the best way. Do you need more cards or no?
No, I'm good for now.
Okay,
But
good.
I thought being a wizard would be cocky because I don't have that much per day, but it's not so bad.
No.
And I have a lot more variety to choose from than I would if I was just a source. I haven't even found any other scrolls or spell books.
Correct.
I might start learning spells left and right. But
That's gonna be it.
it's kind of fun actually, like getting into it, choosing your spells and trying to predict what I might want to do.
What's gonna be next?
So
That's why I'm looking at all that dragon stuff, just because.
How was that encounter? Decent?
that was pretty good.
I enjoyed that.
I didn't know if I was gonna bring in Colpus or not for it. I was debating, and then you got that menial luck check, and I was like, well, they're not gonna find exactly what they're looking for, but they're also not gonna completely miss it.
Yeah.
Might as well throw in somebody that takes them to exactly what they're looking for, but has their own nefarious purpose too. So that sounded middle of the road to me.
Oh yeah. We'll end it there. Anything else you want to add to that before we end it?
Watch Prospect.
Watch Prospect, folks. There it is. D said you already seen it, huh?
No, he told me. He told me to.
Sea Dog did. Yeah, I still stand by it. Bonus 1000 XP.
Guess what we watched today?